So last we left off, we kind of ended up in a derelict and repurposed chocolate factory. And after fighting our way through some Oompa Loompas and going down a chocolate river, sneak attack through a inventing room. We are at the exit of that room. So they're defeated, the cage is there, yes sir.
Can I do a perception check?
Sure.
I just want to see if there's anything that like we missed.
Okay.
8. I'll do one to help you out.
Also on the new sheets, I don't know about the old sheets, you guys, since your proficiency bonus went up to 3, I added that on because your spell attacks and all that goes by your proficiency. You guys still had them at 2.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, so your spell save is 8 plus your proficiency bonus plus whatever your specific
Does that go for spell attack too?
spell attack is your modifier is your proficiency bonus plus whatever your specific spell goes. Like I think yours are wisdom, yours are charisma, or I have that flipped. But the Constitution. Okay, so
mine are wisdom.
that's so that goes up to 3. So you get to add into your spell saves and stuff.
All right.
So you got a what?
10.
10?
I got 12. No, we have perception.
Yeah, like an 18.
20.
20?
You went plus 8.
Well, she's
Oh, sorry. Sorry. 4,
plus 2.
6, 7.
Well, no, your proficiency is 3 now.
9.
Yeah.
So, sorry,
19.
Wait. Oh, you get a plus 4, plus 2, plus
Yeah.
proficiency?
No, the plus, her proficiency is now plus 3. So it's whatever she rolled plus
So
the 4
7.
plus
7.
3.
So you 19.
So I just said.
19, yep.
I corrected myself.
So you guys are still in that little kind of alcove. You're right by the door. What you guys found from sniping off the worms and all that, which are still dead but locked in the cages because they were never able to get let out. You guys really don't find too much else there. This area, it's kind of been like pretty much scrapped. They kind of opened that area up with the worms as like a last line of defense before going into the next room. So everything in there, again, all the machinery is still broken down and pieces and parts are missing. So whatever you guys were able to kind of salvage is what you found. Everything else has already been torn down and potentially repurposed.
Okay.
I would like to bring Pikachu out.
All right.
Just so he's out for battle.
Put him there with you. All right. So what does everybody want to do?
I mean, I'm willing to head towards the exit. I don't think there's much
Yeah,
more
me
distance
too,
for us.
yeah.
Okay. So you go through the exit door. Come out into the next room. It's a pretty large room. The middle of the room is fairly illuminated, and there are 2 kind of large tables in the center of the room. On them is an assortment of colored paper. There's rolls of sheets of colored plastic, ribbons, tape, scissors, things like that. Out of the room, on either side, it's dark. Those with dark vision are kind of able to see on this side of the room what you would count 5, maybe 6 kind of blocky shapes in the dark set on the floor. On this side of the room, up on the ceiling, you can see again big boxy shapes in kind of in shadow. It's a little too, even with the dark vision, because there's no light permeating. You can tell there's big boxes there, and then there's some smaller ones down on ground level, and then all in around here, around the corners, in the corners of the doors, are large. They look like the gifts that you guys got in Halloween Town. They're brightly colored and wrapped in ribbon boxes and stuff like that.
Okay. I know where we are. Can I? Oh, I was going to pull out my lantern.
Go ahead. You don't need anything for that. You just you have your lantern out. So where you're at right now, we're all in the middle part of the room where it is illuminating, so it's not doing anything.
I know. I mean, like I was going to walk over.
Okay. Yeah.
Like whenever I'm just.
Go ahead. You can walk over.
I'm going to walk over to. I'll go over to this side where
This
we
side?
saw the where.
They're on the floor.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Because I mean, I can kind
So
of.
we'll say you're over in here, and your lantern gives off a nice radius to where you can see in front of you that these boxy shapes are like podiums almost. They're about yay tall, and on top of them there are 6. On top of them are the skeletal remains of some sort of large bird, like maybe a goose or a duck or something like that. And Rosemary's gonna kind of flitter over and look in the dark,
Yeah.
and she's gonna start moseying around.
Guys, you may want to come over here.
Alright,
Guys
I'll
can do
move
whatever you
over
want.
towards Jack.
I'm gonna mosey over towards the tables.
In the middle of the tables.
And
Okay.
he said, now see, we've never tried to do this before. He said there's scissors on there.
There are.
I could like pocket those,
You
right?
can
They're metal, but pocket them for later use.
pocket a pair of scissors. You're not sure what they're worth, but you grab a pair of
Well, you
scissors.
don't search the
They're
other table.
sharp.
They are sharp.
I want to see the other table.
I would give them the same characteristics as your basic dagger, so 1d4.
Okay.
You know what I mean? If you're going to use them that way,
She could basically throw them.
or you could throw them.
Never know. Never know you could use scissors.
That's right. So you're over by the tables, Jack. You're there. Anybody want to do like a perception check or an investigation check?
Well, Kairos was going to come over.
Yeah, I'm gonna go over there's a little more light, and then I'm gonna do a investigation check.
I'll
Okay.
do one too.
All right.
And
So
I-
Rosemary's kind of happy you can do it. Yeah.
I'm gonna do a perception check on the tables and just
Okay,
sift
yep.
through the stuff.
Is
Not
that
a
an
problem.
investigation or perception?
You would be doing an investigate. Are you? Well, that depends. Are you just looking around to see what you see, or are you looking for stuff?
I'm just looking around to
That's
see
perception.
what the other
I'm
ones
investigating.
are on top
That's
of.
perception.
I'm trying to actually see if I see anything in those remains.
3.
6.
He pockets them for me.
She said make daggers
Cause
on
I,
them. She
No.
can't use metal. She
You're
can
not
She
use
doesn't see
metal.
shit.
You're not an artificer. You make stuff.
no, I give them to somebody who makes it.
Like how
I got a 13.
You got a 13.
like how Agnes did with my frying pan.
Yeah.
What'd you get?
I got 86.
Okay.
I got 12.
So
Investigation.
as in on the tables. So you as you're looking around again, it's rolls of paper,
Yeah.
some ribbons, things like that. You do notice on one of the tables about a glass vial, about yay tall, about the size of a potion bottle, but instead of the typical red liquid of a potion, it's like this milky whitish color with a little bit of like almost like a silver in it. So however you want to write that.
I would say silver milk.
I'm gonna say mystery potion.
It's a whitish color, so that helps. As far as you go, she didn't see anything from where she's at. You're looking with your lantern, kind of looking around, which is helping your vision a little bit. You know, you're in the area where you can, see with your dark vision, but his lantern obviously helps illuminate that. As you're looking through, starting to look through one of the remains, you start to hear like a creaking, crackling sound, and all of them start to stand up.
Ah!
So,
Okay, so not pocketing any bones.
I don't know that.
I just rolled it friendly.
They're not
Alright.
friendly.
They tend not to be.
I am pulling out bad
Ooh,
guys.
that's what I'm gonna use. I'm gonna use one of those. One of the.
Flying V on the dead geese.
So there are
Dead geese
6
or
of the
dead
podiums,
I don't know.
and they all come up and they leap off of their podiums, and they start making really creepy, like honking noises at you. Obviously, they don't have so you're not quite sure how, but they start honking. So.
I don't know what I'm doing.
Do we need to roll initiative?
Yep.
I got a 1.
You gotta add your.
Plus 3, so 4.
Add your initiative.
Dang.
Ooh, a whole 2.
I got a 4. Oh wait, Pikachu's out. That's right. I gotta roll
Yeah,
it.
you gotta roll for Pikachu because he's right there with you.
I got a 4, and Pikachu gets. Initiative.
4 total, Jeff.
Yes.
You just wait for my number.
Okay. So Pikachu got an 8 plus
Ooh, this one.
12. Pikachu got a 12.
19.
Oh yeah, so the rules.
Oh wait, that's right. This is my set. That's Pikachu's set.
What did Medusa get?
Medusa got a 8.
What'd you get?
12. 13. Sorry.
Tyler?
2.
2 with your initiative. Okay. Awesome.
He only has a +1 initiative. Trash.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
My strength is not high, nor is my dex. Whichever one is my initiative.
Your dex.
Yep. It's only one.
Would have been one if it was your strength too, so.
Okay.
Oh, my dex is 3. Yeah, that's right.
My common charisma is much better.
Yeah, tell me about it. My charisma's trash.
Do you have a plus anything on your charisma?
My charisma is my top stat. I have a 0.
Me too.
I have
We're the talkers.
3 dump stabs. It's my wisdom, dexterity, and strength.
And you're, what are you, artificer?
Sorcerer.
Oh. Well, that's not good.
Why?
Because you're technically, you're doing magic, so you should kind of know a lot about
You should
magic.
be what?
Yeah, it's my
Wise.
intelligence.
I'm wise. That's my highest one. 19, baby.
How did I? Were you the one who described your charisma? You don't have to say anything, but I think it's like one of them is you know a lot of past knowledge, like you're book smart, and one is your.
So I always
More
use
like-
I use the tomato, the tomato thing. Your intelligence is knowing that tomato is a fruit. Wisdom is knowing that tomato does not belong in a fruit salad. So
Common sense.
common sense versus book smarts, basically. Your intelligence is book smarts.
Yeah.
Your wisdom's
So
common
I
sense.
know a lot about them.
My common sense is high.
Uh,
That's why I took them scissors.
How's your past knowledge?
Intelligence? 13. Still not bad. Then it's my dex and then my con.
My intelligence is +1, so I have a machine brain, obviously.
My con's pretty high.
Yeah, but your wisdom's good. Your common sense.
Well, not better than my strength and this.
Yeah, is constitution like your defense, like your health, and
It's how well you're able to resist like if you're poisoned, how well you're able to fight off the poison. If you eat rotten food, how well you're able to fend off nausea from like puking or like.
yeah.
Yeah, if I eat something
That
rotten,
sounds
it's
like
not gonna end well.
I'll get sick a whole lot.
Yeah.
I have a strong constitution.
Mine won't end too well. I only have an 11 for charisma.
Yeah, don't mind me too. My,
My poison, I probably won't. Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to fight that off.
my constitution is trash, so. In real life.
I'm trying to spell today, but I'm not sure how I want to.
That's how they sound. No. They're like dead honks. You know, it would be like more haunting. It would be like, oh.
It would be more bone soundy, like they're trying to honk, but they can't. So it's just bones.
Okay.
I think I might know what I want to try to do, but I don't think that'll work well.
Always try it.
Side. So the speckle one is first.
Mm-hmm.
So it's gonna move up into here. We're just gonna put you next to that so that you're in your own spaces. So flapjack.
Got a while, but I have ideas.
It goes to peck at you and completely fails.
Yay.
It's still learning how to walk on it though.
So next is Rose. Because it's kind of dark, she's going to take a pot shot at the pink one, and in darkness she gets her sneak attack. So she gets to add 2d6 to the roll. She gets advantage and gets a sneak attack. So 7. 8, 9. We'll take the 18 one. So that'll hit. So she fires off a shot with her flintlock.
All reliable.
Old reliable. And that is a D8 plus 2 plus sneak attack is an extra 2d6s. So 8, 6, I borrow 6.
I want Dad to use my green one.
6, 8, 9, 10, 11. So she fires off a shot at the pink one. And it completely explodes into a shard of bones, and it's gone.
Wow, alright. Not high health on these.
Next is the black one, and because it can see her, it's right next to her. It's going to try to peck at her for a 4, and it tries, and she floats up in the air, completely misses.
Where does it peck its, does it get its beak stuck in the ground?
It tries to, and it quack or honks or whatever and misses, and it is now Griffin's turn.
Okay, Medusa, you're gonna attack this one when
Okay.
you shoot her, and I'm gonna shoot my bow at the whale.
Okay,
Makes sense.
works. Pikachu is up next, and because it went before you, I have control of Pikachu.
Okay. Yeah, I wanted to do the Thunderbolt, the one that's in front of me.
Well, that is up to me.
Alright.
Gosh darn you, Pikachu, rolling higher than me.
Use his quick attack. Went first.
Yep, agility.
12.
12. So you go to fire, and since it's kind of in the shadow and stuff, you're barely just kind of graze over it, and it thunks into the podium behind it. Next up is Pikachu, and he is going to go after that orange one there. So Jack, whatever its attack is, you have the sheet. So fire off.
It has Thunderbolt.
Okay, so roll the attack for it. No.
Yeah, it doesn't get here.
Okay. So 1d6 plus 12.
No, you got to roll the attack.
Oh, yeah.
So the 20 plus whatever it is to hit.
That's 15.
We said it was its dex.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yep,
15.
he hits. Go ahead and roll your attack.
Okay, D12 plus 6. Oh, 1d12 plus 6. 8.
Yeah, we remembered it this time.
That's okay. Yeah.
14.
14. So he charges up. He launches a thunderbolt up, arcs over, lands on that orange one, and again shatters it into a bunch of pieces.
We're gonna defeat these guys quick. Only 4 more to go.
Next is, well, would have been the orange one. It's not happening now. Jack, you're up.
Okay. That's what we should do. Well, since that one's, I'm gonna go for the red one.
Okay, what are you using?
I'm going to use my titanium Lego sword.
Okay.
Attack roll. That is a 17. Plus initiative, right?
No, it will
Plus your
strength.
proficiency
Oh,
and
yeah.
your strength. We'll just go ahead and say you hit.
Because that's somewhere in the 20s.
Yeah, we'll go ahead and say you hit.
10 plus 2.
It's good estimation there.
They're not very sturdy, these skeletons.
That is a 9, 11.
On the red one.
Yes.
So you swing your sword and you kind of cleave it in half and it just crumbles to the ground.
Thank God.
The only one that hasn't killed one of these things yet.
That was the red one.
Oh, I forgot to tell Pikachu what to do. Gosh darn it.
It's still your turn. You
Oh
haven't
yeah,
ended
that's
it
right. I
yet.
have my extra attack.
You do have an extra attack, and you haven't ended your turn. You've got that sparkly one right there beside you.
I'll do that, but before I do that, Pikachu, use Thunderbolt on.
You got black, speckle, and teal left.
Well, I'm probably gonna kill Speckle.
The confidence, I like it. Confident.
Go for the one that's by Rosemary.
So you want him to go after that one? Okay. So
Well, I want to break a skull on
Should've said that.
this thing, so I'm gonna use my frying pan.
all right. So you switch out to your frying pan. Go ahead and roll. Roll your attack.
Great. 6. Oh, that obviously doesn't hit.
Alright,
Well, 6 plus your proficiency,
Oh, yeah,
which is
that's
3.
and then plus your
No,
strength.
no, that and that.
Yeah, plus.
Oh, so 6,
Right, plus
7,
strength.
8, 9. 9.
All total 9.
Yes.
So you go to swing at that one, and you're feeling real confident because you just watched that other one cleave in half, and unfortunately you're just a little wide, and you swing over its head.
Darn it!
Next is the teal one's turn. He's going to come
Oh, great.
down to Pikachu.
Oh, I'm technically fine. Oh, no, I'm not fine.
And can Pikachu give me a wisdom save, please?
Yes.
Wisdom save.
Okay. That is
16?
plus 1, so 17.
17? Alright. So it starts honking at him real loud, trying to scare him. And Pikachu's like, whatever, I just blew up one of your buddies. You don't care. So that's its turn. Kainos, you're up.
Alright, I'm going to move
That
around
one's face is
here.
probably like, oh, come
I'm going
on.
to use my Ray of Frost for both of them.
Nice.
Oh.
To the black one over here.
Gotcha.
So I believe it's just a melee attack roll for my
I think
Ray
so.
of Frost, and then if it hits, it's
Daily
damage.
spell save. Spell attack, yeah.
17.
That's gonna hit.
Okay. So then I get a 2d8.
Okay.
So I hit for 10 each.
You hit for 10 each on black and teal.
Yeah.
So conjure up a nice little ball of freezing energy and fire it at it like a Hadouken. Comes down the line and they freeze and then shatter. Both of them completely dead.
Aw, man. Oh. Oh.
That one's dead.
Ooh. Wait. I want to try that.
It's,
But I think it might be a little too close.
So there's only one left and it's Medusa's turn.
I was going to say Medusa's going to get the murder on them.
She's probably going to bite it in half and have a new chew toy.
No. Of course not. I'm not really about to.
Well, why don't you do what I did? Have one for Medusa and have one for you.
Well, I think she kind of does over there. Plus the crocodile, technically. She
Oh,
has
true.
11.
11. So Medusa goes to lunge and kind of bone on bone. They just kind of like crack into each other and nothing really happens. That'll bring us all the way back to the top of the round to the speckled one. And since Medusa's right there, it's gonna go ahead and try to peck at Medusa back. 16.
13, yeah.
So that'll hit and peck is 7 points of damage as it pecks at her and it catches her like kind of in the corner of her eye where there's like a little bit of a soft spot.
You said 7.
7.
How dare you? Oh, wait, I'm gonna yell this at the skeleton bird. Oh, that thing. Oh, it's technically flying.
Technically, eh. Not that it's gonna help Rose because it's Rose's turn.
Yeah. Wait, before you go, I want to yell something at that bird, at that skeleton bird.
Okay,
How
go.
dare you? You better not hurt Medusa again.
Rosemary is going to come over here so that you two aren't in her line of fire. She's going to use All Reliable again.
Flintlock.
Flintlock, yep, All Reliable. is her old reliable, and then her blunderbuss is her boomstick. Just barely able to fire off a shot. Barely able to hit it. So she fires off a shot, and it explodes. So no more zombie geese. And in her, she comes over to the group, and she's able to find about, say she finds goose beak, and say 5 goose bones. That's that.
Bones.
Whoa.
The beak.
Beak and some bones.
Can I go check the other table?
You can go check. Yep, battle's done. Everybody's kind of like, well, that was weird, you know.
Yeah, I didn't
Some
think.
skeletons littered around.
Maybe. Well, technically, I just could take them. Maybe.
Well,
I have them. I can pass them off if I want. The rest of them, between being frozen and shattered, between flintlock shots, disintegrating them, titanium swords cleaving, there's not much left in the way of like
freezing them.
full bones left. She picked up what she could find.
Lightning.
Like, yeah, exactly. She picked up what she could find as far as like
Yeah.
intact pieces.
Yeah, I got theirs.
While Jack's coming over to the table, I'm gonna go over to the other side of the room where there's stuff coming down.
Yes.
Oh, can I do an Arcana check on that potion?
Yep.
I just thought about that.
Yep.
Roll this one.
Is he coming with you, Jack?
Yeah.
Pikachu coming to the table.
Come on,
So-
Pikachu.
Kind of in between.
Okay, well I don't know what it is. I gotta roll a 3.
Well, 3 plus Arcana.
1.
So 4 total.
No, I rolled a 2 and got. I
Oh,
had my
okay.
one
So you got
already.
3 total. Okay. So you're not.
Yeah.
You have no idea what it is.
Else to look at
I'll
it.
say you can
Yeah.
if you want. Some, you know, the magic user could try it. The fairy could try it.
Well, you're closer.
Okay. So you want.
Rosemary's closer. Hey,
Alright, so-
Rosemary.
Um, 11, 13. Rosemary's able to, after looking at it, kind of sloshing it around and looking at the light and kind of like feeling like there, you know, she can feel that there's like obviously some sort of arcane magic coming off of it. Best she can pull out of it is that it possibly has some sort of transmutation property, but she's not quite sure what.
Well, that's
If
probably
you
how
want
the
to delve
skeleton
farther,
bugs
you
came
can
up.
delve farther,
I'm just all the way.
and you're all the way over there. So
So it's gonna have to
I mean, maybe that. Wait, can I still hear that?
yeah, you can.
Okay.
Because yeah, this you're in earshot.
Okay.
So we'll
Guys, I think that might have been how the skeletons came alive.
do. That very well could be. So you're looking around.
I didn't roll yet.
Go ahead and roll. So we'll do you, and then we'll do.
I got
I'll roll
a 3.
for Arcane.
Wait, what was
There you
that? Investigation?
Yeah, that'll be investigation.
Plus 7, so 4. 4. I don't see anything.
You don't see anything different from what your aunt did.
So my Arcana checker rolled 20.
A nat 20. So
Okay.
you can share that if you want.
Alright,
You can keep
yeah,
it to
no.
yourself if you want.
I'll share that one.
Okay.
So, this is actually a potion of goose. It basically, from what I've seen before, when I've seen this, is it'll basically turn whoever drinks it into a goose, like a full-on goose for 2 minutes.
I don't even need it. I can turn it into a bone goose.
Technically, she can.
But we
Technically,
could
you
possibly-
can reanimate one of those geese if you wanted to.
You could trick
You have
it.
animate dead.
You could trick someone else into having to drink it if you would ever need
Okay,
to.
so goose potion.
And I would like to do an investigation check on the cube stuff over here.
Okay.
Can I see
Since
it
you're
better
there,
since
you don't
I'm-
you don't
yeah.
need to. You have your passive perception now that you're in
Can I
that
go
area.
over and look?
Yeah. Since you're done with the thing.
Come on, big Jew.
Screw it.
We're all
So
very
this
together.
side of the room, the big box things that you saw kind of in shadow are like giant hoppers. Basically, they're giant metal bins.
Okay.
They each have a chute coming down that leads to like a smaller metal bin on the floor. One of them's full of, and they're like overflowing at this point. One's got walnuts in it. One has pistachios in it. One has say peanuts. It's just different assorted nuts. On the ground there are piles and piles of squirrel skeletons. And as you guys are all kind of tromping around, you're stepping on them and they're cracking and they're breaking. And this gets their attention. You hear that noise and some of them start to rise up as well. So I need to find.
Squirrel skeleton. So I can turn.
Well, hey, yeah, now you can.
So
Yeah.
I can turn into a
You can
skeleton.
technically turn into Pikachu.
Trying to see if they're a bad nut.
I could technically turn into. In the original, they're bad eggs.
Yeah.
Well, I kind of combined the two. You got the geese and
Yeah.
the squirrels.
And then in the Tim Burton one, it's bad nuts.
What is it in the book?
Eggs.
Is it eggs?
No?
No, it's
No, it
it's
is the
squirrels in
squirrels.
the original book,
It's
and then
squirrels,
geese
so
in the
nuts.
Gene Wilder one, and then they went back to the squirrels
So
for
it's,
the.
I think you're
Yeah,
right.
yeah,
it's
because
squirrels.
then Veronica goes down the chute because the one,
Yeah.
they pick her up and just throw her in there.
The newer one is more accurate.
That's what I was
Yeah.
thinking. Is the newer one actually?
So there's 6 of those as well. Yeah.
6 of them. There's 6 on each side.
I had initially thought. I mean, it doesn't matter. You guys do what you do. I was assuming you guys were in a split, and they were going to be going off at the same time, which is
yeah.
why.
They were.
You
Make
blew
them,
through. Well, no, that's just how they're little zombie
Yeah.
squirrels. They're not
Yeah.
going to be. So everybody, they pop up. They all. Some of them start rising out of the piles of bones, and they kind of start chittering. And we'll go ahead and don't forget Pikachu.
Wait, yes, actually, I would like to try to talk this one out.
I don't know if you can talk.
You can go ahead. Let's roll initiative, and then on your turn, you can attempt to talk to these skeletal squirrels. Well, that's in that one.
Hey, I rolled nat 20 after I told those to put it in jail, so.
All you have to do is threaten dice.
That's right.
Oh, 23.
So I got 15.
Give me 1 second, buddy.
Yeah, I always wait till yes.
Yeah, but it's a little too
Peaches, 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 peaches. Love you.
What was that?
That was well.
It's like Jess's new obsession.
Oh, the song.
Yeah. It's funny. I just love Jack Black.
Apparently, that song's up for an Oscar.
He's a pure soul. He wrote it. He's such a pure soul.
Wait, this, yeah, he plays Bowser.
I would be devastated if anything ever came out about him.
I think Jack Black is like the funniest guy.
I should listen to more Tenacious D stuff.
Okay, so Jess.
23.
It wasn't at 25th.
Right. So yeah, you'll definitely be top. What about Medusa?
16.
Okay, Jack.
Oh my god. I got a 15,
Pikachu.
a 13.
Kainos.
16.
I'm so bad at stuff in your head today.
Okay, so.
Oh, now I can try that. But I hope it'll work.
Kymos and I still have
Goo.
bottles of goo.
I can turn something into a goose.
Please
Yeah.
don't. Wait, try. Nah. I don't think it would work on a squirrel because it would probably just fall out of the rib cage. Like I did with Medusa.
Because they
No,
can't
but I
drink
can
it.
animate the dead. Apparently.
Yeah, animate the dead so the squirrels attack the goose.
Wait, does that mean I can bring Medusa back if she ever dies?
Technically, it only lasts for so long, though.
So I can
I mean, you can keep using the spell, and I think it's like it lasts for 24 hours. So like as long as you do it every day, she would remain. But I think she doesn't get her. She would only get the basic zombie stat block, not her stat block. So you would just have like a zombie, or no, she's a skeleton, so you would have the skeleton stat block. Okay, Griffin's up first.
I didn't even know I picked the animate dead.
It comes with your circle of
your
spores.
circle of spores.
It's one of the those are the ones they're automatic ones.
Andres, I have an idea. If you can animate one of the geese, and like the door that we came out of, well, that we came out of to get into the room that we're in now. If you can animate one of those, and hopefully what'll happen is if you make it run through the door, maybe the squirrels will chase it.
So Griffin's up first, followed by the blood dice, then Medusa, Kymos, Flapjack, Rose, and then Lime, Blue, Mint, and Lavender. They all
I
roll
forgot
real bad. I did forget Pikachu. Where is Pikachu? 13. Pikachu goes after Rose.
Oh, it's funny. Me and Uncle Tyler just yawned at the same time.
Oh yeah, buddy. Tidal wave. Let's just get it.
All right.
30 feet long.
Yeah.
30 feet, 10 feet. So if I do it here, 5, 10.
Yeah.
So we're not in harm's
No.
way.
Go for it.
Second time she's using this.
Hey,
It's not
it's
a bad
working.
spell.
It works.
Oh,
think this is
I
gonna
think
be
they
one
just
she
have to
keeps.
roll a dex save.
Yeah.
Yeah, I believe you're right. They
So
roll- what's
we're
the?
15.
They have to be the 15.
Yep.
Here's
So
their dex.
the money.
13. Blue and Lime fail.
Okay,
The
so
rest bad.
these will take half.
Okay.
So 4d8.
It's really not.
You're gonna have to roll like one for all of them.
There's two. Yeah, there's another one.
Do you need another one?
Okay. 12. 17. 20.
How you want to do this?
Yes!
So,
She's just choking on the spell.
Yeah.
so
Oh, you gave me the
I'm
wrong
gonna
thing.
that's our no, that's yours.
Oh, from here it looks like one of
I
the other
am
ones.
going to
Like from the
conjure
side.
up
Jack.
a nice big tidal wave,
Okay.
and it's foaming and it's ready to go, and I'm just gonna crash it down on all of them and drown them.
All right.
But I guess it don't drown them. I guess it just makes their bones
So-
explode.
So you focus your arcane energy, focus on being one with nature, and you pull all the moisture and the water up out of the ground and converge it up into a giant wall of water in front of you. Like we can't see between us and them. There's a wall of water, and you just send it forward, and it hits all of them and sweeps them and all the rest of the bones on the ground, and just slams them all into those hoppers, and you just hear this crunching sound. And as the water recedes, there's just a giant pile of bones. Out of those pile of bones, you're able to find. I'll wait till you're done.
Go ahead.
Two skulls of two squirrel skulls. We'll say one fully intact rib cage, 5 walnuts and 2 pistachios because you knocked them out of the overflowing hopper. All right.
Remember to eat them before they go bad.
I mean, they've been there a while. Who's not to say they already are, but you found them.
Yes.
So there you go.
All right.
I'm
Nice-
sorry. Did you
nice
guys
work
want to
there, Griffin.
participate in
No,
that?
I was fine.
Hey, no.
I like sitting by. It was fun.
That was fucking awesome.
Thank you.
Wait, I don't know if that would work though.
I can be
I
late
wish
for
I
work.
could have like thrown my gobstoppers in there so it would be like an explosion, but with a giant emerald
Well,
water.
we could have done that for like flavor. Keep that in mind for next time. Like if we want to, do like when we do the
That would do double
big
damage.
thematic like finish them off or whatever, we can throw in some flavor here and there. But for now, that's what you found. So this room, for the moment, seems to be clear. So if anybody else, you guys looked at the tables, but nobody's really looked around the room without getting run into
Me and
things.
you will.
I'm also going to do a perception.
Okay, that's not good.
perception or investigation.
Investigation.
Alright. Since everyone's over here investigating, I'm gonna go back over the other side and investigate without having geese jump out at me.
Sounds good.
Which is my original
I'm
idea.
going to stand in the middle of the room and be able to see the whole room.
Okay.
Boom.
Yeah, you
Start.
reduce
Yeah,
to
these
one side,
these
you
yeah,
to
it's
one side.
bright in here and then it's dark over here. Also, you still have your lantern out. You run out of oil, your lantern dies. So you have to erase the oil out of your inventory. You've finally run out of oil. You're gonna have to try to find more somewhere.
Well, I mean, there might be some laying around here. There's, there's a bunch of machines.
Not in this room.
No, I mean, like, in the factory somewhere.
I roll a 13 on my investigation over geese.
Okay.
I came into this corner too.
Okay.
15.
Okay. So
I don't even remember where I got the jar of oil.
very, very beginning in the old manor house that you went through
That's
the very first
where-
portal in. That's
that's
where you
also
found the
where I found
lantern.
my
That's
lantern.
where you found the lantern, the oil. That's where you found the locket, amulet thingy. She don't see shit. So you start going through all the big boxes with the wrapping paper and all that. Like you're tearing through them.
Can
You
I?
find. Let me get theirs because they already rolled, and then you can roll for one in a minute. You're going through empty box after empty box. You also kind of over where the geese are. There's some stacked up in between. So like you're rooting through your mantle, your mantle, the tentacles are kind of rooting through behind you and the other ones. You mostly find all empty ones. All the ones that you find are empty. The very last one that you look through, you're able to pull out. It's an egg about yay big. Apparently seems to be made out of solid gold.
Okay.
So you have just a solid gold egg, about the size of those ones, like the plastic ones you get at Walmart for like Easter decorations, like so. You have no idea how to determine a value on it. You've never seen that much gold or anything like that. Your best bet, you figure, would be to wait and see if somebody can appraise it for you. Again, you don't find anything, Jack.
Look at this egg.
Rosemary's kind of eyeing it up, like,
Would that be investigation?
Yes.
yeah.
Plus one, so 10? Yeah, 10. Wait, no. That's 7. That's,
7.
yes.
You don't see anything else kind of over there other than, I mean, like I said, you're on that side, the squirrel side, so like there's peanuts and walnuts or whatever, so like you could pick some up if you want.
Yeah, I'll pick some up.
Alright, so you grab yourself, say like 5 peanuts and 3 pistachios and 2 walnuts.
Great.
Peanut butter pancakes.
Oh, great.
Peanut butter jelly
Actually, I would like to put that down.
So just the walnuts and the pistachios then.
Okay.
As you, like while you're writing this, so as you guys are kind of finishing up, you hear above you hear that. So I see you found the sorting room. Sorry about the mess. Hasn't been used in a while. Looks like you took care of yourselves though. Enjoy the rest of your tour, and it kicks out.
So I'm going to look perception for next door because we hadn't said that we
Yep.
have seen one of those.
You can roll first.
So I rolled a 4, 5, 6,
So we came in pretty much here.
Mhm.
It's directly across on the other side of the
Got
door.
it.
I'll start heading towards the door.
I'm just gonna follow. Oh wait for me. Wait
As
for
you
me.
say-
I was gonna say, go ahead and write your.
Yeah, sorry.
I was just
waiting
moving
for you.
towards the door.
Yeah, we're
I
we're
wasn't
hanging
going
out.
in. I wasn't going through it.
And then how many
Of what?
of pistachios?
Okay, it's 5.
5.
5 of each.
Yeah, we'll just do 5 of each. Five of those, 5 walnuts.
There we go.
You all set?
Yep.
All right. So you come over. Everybody set?
Yep.
All right. So you exit.
Anyone want to go through the door first?
I'll bring my sword though.
Go for it.
I'll go.
Imagine just me like a little guy like this big with a giant sword.
Every time you say that, I picture your picture upstairs because he's kind of ready to go. So you go out. It leads out into a fairly short hallway, probably about 50, 60 feet, normal sized hallway. Lined up along the walls are strips of what look like wallpaper with different fruits pictured on
Oh, I know this room.
it. So
This monster.
you don't see any immediate threats. There's no there's no bad guys or anything like that in the hallway.
Can I maybe take one of my ninja stars and like scrape some down?
Do you have any?
Of the wall.
How many you have left?
I have it.
She's almost out. Put it in chest. It's the last one.
No, I didn't.
Throwing stars. I have 3 left.
Oh, okay.
So dex check.
Well, would I be using one now?
No, you're not. I just wanted to know if you had any left to be able to do that.
As long as you don't throw it. You can put it
Yeah,
back
as long
in.
yeah. If you're just scraping, it's fine. But if you didn't have any, then no, you couldn't do that.
8.
8. So you try to peel some of it off, and you just kind of, it's old, it's fragile, it's been there for a while. You kind of like slice through it, and you ruin it.
Well,
I mean, that's
meant like.
one, so you could keep trying.
Well, no, I meant like cut a little square off.
Yeah, and you try, and you slice it up, and
I
you
think
kind
it just
of
kind of like tore it.
Oh.
crumpled.
you tore it up and messed it up.
Yeah, whatever.
Oh, so you can keep
Well-
going. There's strips all along the
Well,
wall.
I'm gonna lick the wall. I don't care.
Lick
You
the
don't
wall.
like the wall?
I don't care.
All right, so you lick the wall.
Like flapjacks in here. It's been looking tasty for too long.
Hey, lick the wall.
Give me a con save.
Oh, great. I don't take a shot.
Con save.
Oh.
So the little box up top. Constitution.
Hey, look.
Oh,
Get a
plus
plus
1
1
on
on proficient.
and
That helps.
doesn't help.
Well, hey, let's talk about that stuff.
Not
Uh,
one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you lick it. Can I borrow 4?
Great.
And since it was a nat 1, it doubles. So you take 8 points of poison damage
Ow.
because they're
Rotten.
rotten, gross. And he poisoned them.
Oh,
So you
frick
take-
you.
So you take 8, and you hear the psh, ha 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 psh.
Wait, can I
Okay.
try to find out where that is after I take my damage?
Yeah, go for it.
Because I want to like throw one.
Can I just
I want to
have a
try to
perception
slice at
check,
it.
kind of look, see where a door is,
Yeah.
if there's anything else? Because I know you said this is kind of an open hallway.
Perception.
Just want to see if there's anything else I can notice. Nat 20.
8. 8 points.
8 points.
Man, I have to lose their health. Dang it.
22.
Okay, so nat 20, 22. So it's a illuminated hallway. Like I said, it's only about a 50, 60 feet long hallway. Where you came out, basically you came out on your right side of the hall, on the right side of the hall, and there's a door at the end on the left side. As you're looking around, you can see a camera up in the corner, so you're being watched. That's how he can tell. And then you see the little like intercom speaker in the ceiling. Other than that, you don't detect any traps or anything like that, other than clearly the poisonous lickable wallpaper. So that's all that's in
Can you
that.
please let me know if that's there? Hey, is there
You
anything
did.
around? Because I don't see
I
it.
did. You licked it and you died, and you got poison damage.
No,
now
I
you
mean
know
like,
it's there.
I mean. the
Oh,
camera.
let him. You,
'Cause I'm
oh,
still
June,
looking
let him
around.
know, 'cause he was
Guys, do you see any like
he wants to know
intercoms or
who's, like,
cameras things?
talking to him.
I'd be like, oh, well, there's the camera, and
Ah.
here's the intercom box.
Okay, I'm gonna try to slice them up. So I can't even sword.
They're up in the
They're up
ceiling.
high
You
in
ain't
the
gonna be able to
ceiling.
reach
Ah. Well, technically, oh no, I can't do that then because I would be flattened.
I mean, yeah, you could flatten yourself and slide up there, but then you can't
Ah.
do anything with it.
I can walk on walls, So
Yes, you can.
I'm gonna walk up and
I would start I would. I would
can
probably.
I walk up the wall and like investigate the camera and see just to see how I can
Mhm.
disconnect it? Do I need a dex save for this building?
No, because you're walking. As long it would take your walking speed, so you're 30 feet. So 5, 10. Yeah, you can make it up there.
Okay.
Thank God.
Looking at it,
We will
investigating.
get
Oh,
you.
shit.
We've
So
all
not one, so I guess I
So I mean, you see that it's not mounted into the wall, but you're not as familiar with modern technology as Kymos is. You know, he spent a lot of time with the computers before. You were kind of like
I
off.
don't know how well.
So you're not quite sure, other than probably like brute force to
okay.
take
Well,
that thing out.
I'm gonna. What can I?
You can make an attack roll on it if you want.
Yeah, brute force.
Well, you could technically shoot it.
I could.
Nat 20.
So
Jesus
you
Christ.
take out. What are you using to start?
Your
Brute
fist.
force.
So you just take it. You're
Badass.
like, you look at it and just give it the finger, boom, and not clear it straight off. It comes crackling on the ground. You hear a little. Psh, that wasn't very nice.
Okay.
And now you're at this point you're either sideways off the wall or you're hanging like a bat off the ceiling.
That's kind of dope, but I'm gonna come down.
All right.
Wait, she gonna like jump off
When's
the
he
ceiling
turned
and
to a bat,
then do a
Jess?
flip and
I
land?
can always turn into a bat.
Have
If
you
you've
seen
seen
that?
one.
Yep.
Yep.
I
And they're
forget
like
when.
one.
Oh, yeah, in the
they're like
cave.
ones. So like now.
In the
I'm
cave.
surprised you weren't just hanging out as a bat half the time.
Probably.
Hey, me like Rosemary, flying her up.
All right.
Alright, then I don't have any. Okay.
So
Anyway,
you all are hanging
coming
out in the
down,
hallway. You destroyed the security camera, so you can't watch you in the hallway.
Sticking it to the man.
Sticking it to the man.
Well, there's really no plans we can make yet anyway, except to just get out of this death trap.
I mean,
so.
yeah, I'm just looking to see if we can get through this self-guided tour that's not very self-guided.
A
It sounds like we're being guided through it by
little
someone.
bit, yeah.
So, I'll keep walking towards the door.
All right.
Yeah, let's just go through.
I'm gonna be very well. Wait, is there like a little crack under the door that I can see?
We haven't made it that close yet.
Well,
If you
I'm
wanna
gonna
walk
go
up and
against the
check.
door. Yeah.
All right. So walk up and investigate it.
Oh, that's a 19, which is good.
That's a critical for you. Yep. So you're able to see, enough of a gap that you would be able to flatten and go under if you want.
I'm gonna flatten myself and I'm gonna go. Cause if I kind of lie on my side and try to look under, I'm not really gonna be able to do that. So I'm gonna
I
flatten
mean, you
myself.
can't really. Yeah, you would have to.
And I
flatten.
would I'm gonna go under like a quarter of the way and see if there's anything like walking around.
Okay.
Cause
So-
that gelatinous cube wasn't really good.
Away. So you.
Oh hey, at least we now know something's there instead of it surprising us.
That's true.
And that's not being ready. Guys, I see something. I'm gonna pull out my sword. Well, I'm gonna.
Well, you can't while you're hanging. Can you give me 1 second to set up what you see before you?
How do you know you're seeing anything?
I'm assuming I see shadows.
You're making you're DMing your own way.
Yeah. Relax, Jack. Don't get too rush your head. So you slide about halfway under the door. What you can see in this next room is pretty much just a giant white room, pretty sterile, a little dirty, stuff like that. You do see a couple Oompa Loompas kind of wandering around. They're kind of like messing with each other, shoving, playing around. In the back end of the room, you see what looks like a giant, almost like a giant camera, like she just knocked off the wall. And they're just kind of chilling in the seat with his feet propped up as one of the Oompa Loompas, like kind of sitting on it. Like I said, there's 4 more that are just kind of hanging out, screwing around.
This is the TV chocolate room.
So what are you gonna do?
What?
Like I said, you're about half under the table.
Yeah.
They haven't noticed you because you didn't like come out like
Yeah.
surprise.
I'm gonna slide back out, pop back up here like
And
guys.
everybody else is out in the hallway.
There's a giant room. There's a giant white room. I see a couple Oompa Loompas. And there's like a big machine. I think Kairos would know what it is, but I don't. I'm not good with machines.
Okay.
I don't have a tractor.
So we definitely know what we're walking into, that there's definitely
Yes.
Oompa in there. And there's really not a big chance for us to surprise them in any way, I don't think.
Not really.
soon as they open that door, they're gonna see
Yeah, they're gonna
us.
see us. And it's not so close that they're gonna. From what he was saying, it's in the room. It's not so close that they're gonna get that startled. Um,
Well,
and I don't see the room enough to try and use like a thaumaturgy or prestidigitation where I try and confuse them because I haven't seen it, so
Right.
I can't really throw anything in the room either. So.
could you disguise yourself as Charlie or whatever his face
Try.
is, and tell him to go away, and we can hide against the wall?
True.
I could try. Yeah.
Well, I would say we could kind of move away from the door,
Yeah.
and he could just walk. Like if
Yeah.
he could do it, he could just walk in and be
But
like,
there's probably a camera in there too.
I think I have an idea.
So I mean, you could walk in as disguised self as Charlie, and I could really quickly then he's gonna see you come in.
Yeah. I can still try and go in as Charlie.
Well, I don't think it's on a big camera. I think it might be something that, like,
yeah. All we know is what you saw. So whatever you describe.
because it doesn't look like the camera that we knocked down.
But there's probably one in every room, we have to assume.
True. I think I have an idea. I have one spell that I can, like, maybe trip him up and make Charlie start laughing. Maybe he'll, like, close his eyes because he's laughing so hard. And
Okay.
maybe we can, like, sneak in and knock him down really quick.
Okay.
My job is
Or do we just want to barge in and start fighting?
I don't know, I like getting to try and use my disguise self at some point. I don't
Okay.
usually get this opportunity
So
very often.
what are you gonna do to distract the real Charlie?
Check was first, well.
Okay. So but doesn't he have to be sensitive to see him?
No, I was going to use
No.
that on the Oompa Loompas.
Okay, but if you use it on the Oompa Loompas, what's the point of him going in there by
Yeah.
himself as Charlie? Because they'll know the jig is up as soon as you're with him.
True. Then I'll use
I say we let him go in and try to talk and see how far he gets.
Yeah, and then we can use
And then if
switch
shit
off.
goes south, we just barge in.
Okay.
And I'll make them look in charge.
Alright.
Or, because once you're in, you could do perception or whatever, so.
Yeah. Yeah, so
I like this plan.
I'll do disguise self and just see if I have to actually do anything to roll or if I just get to let's actually use this one. Okay. So I make myself, including clothes, armors, weapons, and objects look different for the spell's duration, which is 1 hour.
Which should be at least one turn.
That's a while.
To
One turn is
secure
usually like 6
disguise,
seconds.
A creature can
No, I
use
mean, like,
action
one
to
whole
inspect your
round.
appearance and must succeed on an intellect investigation check against my spell save. Okay. So yeah, I can change it to look like Charlie.
And they have to
Make it
make
And
it.
if they have any curiosity that they want to try and see if I'm not me, they have to save intellect.
Okay.
But I guess it just says if a creature wants to know.
So,
To discern that your disguise, a creature can use its action to inspect your appearance and must succeed on
Okay.
intellect.
so is available a little while.
So I'll disguise into Charlie. You guys will move to the side of the door. I can walk in.
Do we all
Before
need to
you
make
go,
Yeah, I'm not going in yet. I'm just saying this is the plan. I'll walk in.
before you go, if you go in and you can stay close to the door and kind of check the room for more cameras,
Okay.
maybe since they don't know we're out there, one of us could try to sneak shot, take that camera out with a range shot if there is one, so he can't see that we're in there.
Okay. That sounds like a good idea. I can kind of right in front of the
Or-
door when I open it up.
say, or I could turn into a bat? What are the chances that they see a bat or something like
So when he opens the door, you want to
swoop in? And,
swoop in and like recon.
And I mean, Oompa Loompas are pretty stupid anyway.
or even better, no?
Because if that's going to be hard, it's going to be hard. It has to echolocate the C, so you want to
Okay,
take like
so-
CC.
How about instead I turn into they're huge cockroaches though. Would I be able to turn into a smaller one? How does that work?
You would turn into whatever they were that you saw.
So big ass
However-
cockroaches.
However, you can do up to level 2 now, and right underneath that, it would make sense for one of those to be with him.
No, that's true. Alright, so I saw the gummy worms. I could turn into a gummy worm and at least go in with you and then use some kind of backup.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I mean, it would make sense that he's got like they know that
Yeah, they know.
they know we're here,
Yeah.
so it would
Yeah.
make sense that you would have some backup with you,
Yeah.
Yeah.
That can work.
and then you could kind of like get close to any cameras you might see or anything
Yeah.
like that. We'll hang back. You'd have to leave Medusa out here with us though.
Yeah. Medusa, you need to stay out with them and hide yourself.
So
Stay
we're gonna
with
kind of go.
Jack.
Pikachu, go behind.
Yeah, so
go with
we'll all
Medusa.
hang out like a little bit back in the hallway so we're out of the door range. And that puts you two right up by the door ready to do whatever you're gonna do.
Alright, I'm gonna disguise myself. So I'll disguise myself as Charlie.
Loud shake
I'll
gummy.
look as
Gummy
Sure,
worm.
Gummy?
Alright, I'm gonna open up the door,
Alright.
just enough to open in.
I mean, remember, you're pretending, I like this, you're
Yeah.
pretending to be him. You gotta have, you know
Yeah,
what
I
I
know.
mean? You
Gonna
gotta
open up
swag, you know what I
I'm
mean?
open up and be like, hey, what are we wrestling around for? Aren't we supposed to be doing work? Getting prepared for people coming?
They all stand at attention like, shit, we're caught.
What are you doing just lounging on that chair? And then as I'm saying that, I kind of try and inspect the room and look around as I
Yeah. Perception.
kind of scolding them.
Perception.
Alright, so perception checks, the two of you. You would use the gummy worms one, so let me, which I just toss. I think they had, perception uses what?
wisdom.
Wisdom?
Oh shit. Alright. Yeah.
So you're gonna have, what was it, like a -2?
Good.
on,
Good. So 12.
I only got a 5.
on your
My perception.
perception. So you basically, with your, you know, you're able to see what Flapjack saw when he came in the room. Big white room. Dude up at the end, it's like a big, like giant white camera with controls in it, kind of aimed down into the room. He's lounging there. They were screwing around, but they're all standing at attention. Kind of shadowy up in the corners. You think maybe up in this corner it might be, you faintly might be able to see a little red light where that camera might be.
Okay.
So basically, if you're in the room, it's up in that far right-hand corner.
Okay.
You think?
Well, I'm gonna ready my sword. I'm gonna keep it
Yeah.
behind
She's
Jack.
got her gun ready to go. We're not visible, but if we hear commotion, we're ready to come in.
Yeah. So did I see the camera or no?
He did.
I did.
Okay.
I'm trying to.
You're just kind of looking around, and you're adjusting
trying
to
to
being
think
able
of
to see
how I
through
could
gummy
say.
eyes.
Yeah.
So it probably looks like really jello-y.
Everything's got like a film to it.
Yeah.
What was here? You go ahead and
Okay.
think. I'll look at this while you're thinking.
No, so I'm gonna kind of tell them that, like, you know, we shouldn't be messing around with that kind of such an important camera. You know, we have to keep all this space clean in that back right corner over there to try and let you guys know camera back right corner. So that you guys can kind of see. At least that was my attempt.
Okay.
Well, I'm gonna start thinking about that.
And then I'm gonna
So I'm gonna like gummy
What
worm.
is your spell? Just so I know.
My
What is your
spell
spell
save?
save? Yep.
it is
Oh yeah, why don't you go me
15,
on over to
15.
that side so that way like I can peek in and be like,
I
oh.
have that tucked into the page.
it's good.
I'm gonna gummy my way
Dummy squirm
behind the big
Okay.
camera.
And
Alright,
I would
so you're
probably
behind
like
the big
start
camera.
sniffing at it.
So they're all like looking at you, like the one's kind of looking. Nope. None of them realize that you're a fake.
I told you they're
Especially the lime one. He got a 1. Like he has no clue.
Okay.
dumb. I told you they're stupid.
They are pretty stupid.
So then I just
Probably
asked him,
inbred by now too.
Yeah, the bridge are probably made of cocoa beans.
There were never any women in Olympus, so these.
No, so what they
these
got or what
Olympus
they
are
got.
old. So
I was gonna go ahead.
you're gonna have to distract them so that like, I guess we can communicate that.
Well, I was gonna keep talking to them. I was gonna ask them what they're doing to prepare. What have they been doing here in this room?
Okay.
You know, we've got to be all ready for these. You know, we already know they're intruders in here. We're setting up all these rooms. So what are we doing? What are we doing here? Kind of getting ready. You know, you seem to be goofing off, so you must have everything prepared. What's going on here?
So we'll say the lime one, he peeks up. We got everything ready. We reconfigured the ray like you want. It's set just to shrink them if they come in. As soon as they come in the door, we can blast them with the shrink ray. we're all set to go. Sorry, we you didn't give us anything else to do, so we sorry.
So,
Like they look like legitimately afraid of you, like afraid.
okay, so I'm gonna shape back into myself because this is big, right?
It's the size of
Yeah.
that's
So-
it takes up. It would say like a good 10 to 15
Yeah.
feet wide.
So I'm gonna shift back into myself. Our priority is now not that camera. We don't need anybody getting shrunk.
Yeah.
Shrunk. Shrunk.
Shrunk.
Shrunk.
Well,
Little
they
shrunk.
shrunk the kids. No one needs to get
So
shrunk.
I'm gonna like turn back into myself and crouch down
Okay,
because
so
they can't see me.
give me a stealth check.
I'm an empowering presence over here, but
Yeah, they're all focused on you right now because like the worm is the worm, whatever it
18.
is. 18, you're effectively hidden. So if you were to do an attack, you would have sneak attack damage. It would give you advantage on the roll, and then you would get a extra d6 of damage.
so as I see you switch, just make sure I'm keeping their attention. I'm gonna kind of
Again, they're focused on you. They're
I'm
afraid
gonna
of
kind
you.
of keep their fear, kind of scold them again of, great, I'm glad it was set, but now what if they'd walked through this door like I just did, and you're all goofing around, didn't even hit the start button on there. You guys have to be focused this whole time. You can't just be goofing off. What if they were just in here already and you guys were just goofing around, didn't even know? Can't have this happen in a place like this.
So I'm gonna assume he's the guy in control of it.
Yes, he's sitting in the seat, and he's got control of it.
So I'm gonna.
And then you can all. Go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna.
You could try to.
I was thinking about just doing dagger.
You got him, or the machine itself, or
Yeah, I was
any of
gonna
the
say
other one
maybe
behind
like try to
him.
get one
I
of the
mean, I-
daggers and cut the
Oh, okay. So I'm
It'd be
gonna
nice
do.
if you didn't,
I'm gonna do a.
leave the ray.
I'm gonna do a perception check
Okay. Go for it.
about like to see any
In the area?
wires or anything.
Okay.
Would that be investigation?
Perception.
Hold on. 4, 5, 6, 7, 18.
So as you look around, you can see that kind of in the base of the machine, not the actual like base, but like the base of the camera itself, there's a large like plug that comes out, really large wire that comes out and snakes into a large like outlet in the wall.
Okay. Like bigger than me outlet?
I mean, like you figure the cord's probably about yay big around, so
Okay.
the outlet would have to be about that size to fit the plug,
Okay.
and that's so if you're here, it kind of snakes back into the wall right about there. But it's also plugged into the machine there too.
Okay.
It would have been good if I would have came in, because then I could have chopped him with the sword.
I could still hack at it with my dual daggers. But I'm gonna try to just pull it out.
Okay, so that would be a strength check.
It's probably gonna move yet.
Oh, goodness.
6.
You try, and it's heavy. It's you start to pull it out, and there's like a sound, and you now have drawn his attention, and the rest of them are going to start turning in a second.
Oh.
I'll give you a chance to do a reaction if you want, but this one's definitely turning to see you.
So do I have a reaction now?
You can take a reaction
Okay, well.
while you're still behind him before he fully turns. If you want to take a reaction.
Yeah, dual daggers. Let's go.
All right,
Um,
so that'll be a sneak attack advantage on the roll, extra d6.
So how do reactions work? Because I haven't used reactions before. So
Basically, like that happened, they're starting to turn. Like so, it's kind of whatever you want to do. If you want to do like a quick attack on one, that would give you advantage as well because they're not expecting it. You could try to talk to them again. You can use an item. Basically, it's
Okay.
an action.
Okay.
Alright, so first I rolled a 4, but then I remembered I had advantage.
Yes.
I rolled a nat 20.
Nat 20. So yep, you're gonna do your extra damage on him.
You said a 6.
It adds a 6 to it. Yep.
I guess for my reaction,
Oh,
since
man.
I saw that
I
they all
think
got
you as well.
What was a nat 20?
distracted.
Let's
Before anyone comes in the room, I'm gonna use Thunder Wave
Okay.
to try and disperse.
Yep, and that'll be if that's a spell attack, that'll
Yeah.
have advantage. You'll have advantage on that roll as well
Okay.
because they're not seeing it coming.
Okay.
8 since it's double.
So that plus the whatever you get for the daggers.
Oh, 8, 9, 10, 11.
11. That's on the red one.
Yep.
Alright, so it's actually a spell save on them.
Okay, so they'll get disadvantage on their roll. So if you just give me one. You said 11?
Yep.
Okay, so you kind of go in and into his back, and he's like not expecting it, and then
Did you double it?
yeah, because so they need to make a what save?
Con save.
Constitution save.
Yep, and I 15 is my save.
Well, that was a fun mission.
It was.
I'm sorry I failed.
Hey, you guys got in farther than you thought you were going to get.
Well, I mean,
Is he still alive?
Yeah, he's still alive. He's got daggers in his back at the second. She's doing that at the same time you're doing this. And then after we do this, we'll hear the commotion. We'll come in and we'll.
Okay.
So they have to make a what?
Con save.
Against what is the
15.
nope. They have no con, so they all fail.
Okay. So then they all take a 2d8.
Okay.
So 8 damage.
8 damage to all of them.
And it does say that if they're unsecured objects,
They get pushed back.
they get pushed back
So
10
they all
feet
get-
away from me.
So they're all pretty much lined up with the machine now.
Sorry, I pushed them all towards you. But
That's okay. I can handle my own.
What was it, 8?
Can't pull a plug out, but I can handle myself.
I mean, you can all probably.
Okay, so you're talking to him. Everything's going all right. You try to pull the plug out to get that machine knocked out. They hear it. He starts to turn, stab in the back. While he's doing that, you just unleash a thunder wave, pushes them all back. We hear the commotion. Everybody comes sprinting into the room. And we'll roll initiative. Now that they know you're here. So your disguise self is a concentration spell. So when you threw that wave out, you had to let go, so you're back to looking like you. So now they know, oh shit, we got tricked. Oh,
Ooh, I got a nat 20!
Nice.
I got a nat 20, Pikachu guy.
hang on, Jack.
I
Okay.
It's good to be excited to pull up the.
Yes, it is very good to be excited, but you just gotta give me 1 second here. Oh, so did
So it's Pinky Brain.
the lavender one.
Oh, well,
I'm gonna go
looks like 3 of us got 20s.
3 if you got 20s.
I got
Oh,
Nat,
yours
on
is
Nat, and then Pikachu got a regular 20.
What?
There's a thumbtack somewhere.
Oh, that's fine. I'll find it later.
Unless my foot finds it.
If you pull the cord in the middle of the fan, that'll turn the light on.
Stop.
Ah! Woo!
Whew.
Wait, she almost stepped on it?
Almost. Alright, 6. Tyler?
15.
Jack?
20.
Pikachu?
Pikachu got a added up 20. I got a natural.
Okay, what did you get with your...
What'd you get with your stuff if you would add it together?
23.
Thank you. Can you tell which I don't know which one of those I don't know which one of those is which for her. But
I'm pretty
think
sure
she uses the
Medusa
one
is
swallow
the-
one.
Rainbow?
Is this one, yeah. So Medusa for initiative. So she got 15 for Medusa. So 11 plus 3 is 14 for.
Alright. So, Flapjack definitely goes first.
Oh, that's right. Didn't you?
sun until I noticed it. Are you gonna step right there?
It's close.
This is producer, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Did you get it right?
I think so. 16 and 15, I think. Or 14 and 15.
Mm-hmm.
Flapjack and Pikachu over here roll real well.
Alright, well, Flapjack's up first. So these are how we're lined up in the room. You're still back behind the machine.
Oh, Pikachu, use Thunderbolt on use Thunderbolt on the run one.
The red one? Okay.
I would like to use my Hershey Squirt spell on the pink one.
Okay. Yeah, you're gonna have to look it up. It's been a while. I don't remember how exactly that one works. Way at the beginning.
It's way, yeah.
I think it's is it like lucky
Page
number 13?
one.
No. I think it's page 13.
Yeah, page 13.
Okay. You choose a target 30 feet radius from you. Has to make a DC 15 Dex save.
Okay. Nope. It
Alright.
fails, so
they are
it's
Pooping their
pooping
pants.
itself and has disadvantage on all
until,
the rolls
Yes.
their next turn.
till the end of their next turn. Okay.
All rolls they have to take. Until
Yep. All right. So you conjure up this like brown ball of glob goo and shoot it at it, and it hits it, and it just it's looking at itself. It's nice, mostly white, kind of dingy overalls are now slowly starting to stain brown and run down its legs, and it's the black one's turn.
I hope it didn't come after me for that.
It's going to come up here, and it is going to throw a gobstopper.
Oh, great. Oh, I should have used that instead.
Should have thrown the paper out.
I have.
On Rosemary, can you?
I don't. Oh wait, yes. I think I still have the paper.
Yeah, it should still be in your bag. I just need to know what the dex save on it is. I think it's a 15, but I'm not 100% sure. Pretty sure it's 15 because that's what it was when they were throwing at the boats.
Think so? I don't think it's anyone that has a number on the outside.
No, it won't be. It won't be a number. It won't have your name.
This is gonna take forever.
No, I got one.
That's not it.
I got it.
I'm still gonna look because I need to remember what it does.
15. I got it, but thank
I
you.
need to look for what.
He's just trying to remember his stuff.
Nope,
So we
wrong
have to
one.
look
I'm
at
you.
it.
So he's gonna throw one at Rosemary, so she needs to make a 15 dex save,
Yeah.
which she doesn't. So she takes two 2d6 plus 2. Can I borrow 6? So he pulls out of his pocket one of these gobstoppers that you're used to, and he launches them. Lands at her feet and explodes. So she takes 11 damage. So she's 27. Next up is Pikachu. Who'd you have Pikachu attacking?
I had the red one.
The red one? Alright, so make Pikachu's attack roll.
Yeah.
Yep. I put it to Pikachu.
Okay.
So you gotta make your attack.
Plus the dexterity save is what we're going with.
Plus 4. Wow. Plus, 12.
12. So he goes to, charges up, fires off a thunderbolt, trying to maneuver to where he hits the Oompa Loompa and not his friend Griffin behind him, and hits the wall, and it kind of disperses along the wall, and he misses.
Darn it.
So next one up is the lavender purple
I
one's
kinda
turn.
wanna yell, Pikachu, where's on your aim, bro?
comes up there, and he's going to try to pimp slap Medusa.
See how well it goes with fun. Before it gets her turn. He's been in half before.
9. So he tries to slap her, and she just kind of like curls up out of the way, and he whiffs.
He's probably.
Medusa's up.
Yeah, Medusa's probably gonna
Well,
fall
I didn't
asleep.
have time to command
Nope.
her, so. Okay, well, since that one just tried to pin slap her.
Or the group of slapper. With this tiny baby hands.
21?
Yep, that'll hit.
So 2d4 plus 2. 10.
10.
That's it.
It's much bigger than I'm rolling.
So she bites into him and gets a nice chunk out of his leg, and he's like trying to shake her off. This,
That
that.
big dog on the little dude's
Big dog on
leg.
a little dude. Kainos, you're up.
Alright. What I'm gonna do is actually use my mantle of tentacles.
Oh, that's right, I have that extra.
So that is like a bonus. So like you would do your attack, and then that.
and I
would
get
be-
that bonus? That'd be
Yeah,
half
that's a
my
bonus
attack.
action
Oh,
to use it. So you would do your turn and then use the tentacle.
Okay.
Then you have to use the activation word that you picked.
Yeah.
So go ahead and do what you're gonna do.
So I'm going to kick my boom ball
Okay.
and gonna kick it at. Can I actually kick it at the camera
Yeah.
to try and like turn it away to the set to try and shrink us?
Yeah.
Try and kick it to the side. Alright, so I'm gonna do that. Only got a 12.
That'll hit.
Okay. Do I have to roll damage to see if it? Okay.
Yeah.
So then.
I
D4.
don't really think that
D6.
takes damage.
Everything can take damage.
4, so 12 damage.
12 damage.
Yeah.
So you kick the ball and you're able to catch it on its side, and you hit it. Some of the fire kind of goes down, and you can hear sizzling sounds as like you're starting to crisp up the circuitry a little bit, and you're able to knock it just slightly off center, so it's kind of aiming more this way now instead of straight on.
Okay.
And then as your bonus action, you wanted to.
I wanted to go gadget tentacle.
Okay.
The red one to try and pull him off away from it.
All right.
So
What's
I
the reach on them?
didn't know if I had to move first, so I was gonna try and look. So that
You
might-
still have your movement action. They haven't moved yet, so if you need to, you can still do that. I think they might be a 30-foot reach. I'm not sure.
Yes, like 15.
So you could-
no 15 feet.
So you 5, 10, 15. Yeah, you have to move up 1.
So I'll move up 1 just
Okay.
so I can get it.
You're
away.
still kind of out of the range. Basically, it's aiming now at these 4.
Yeah. So I'll move up here, try and grab it.
Grab and pull. Okay, so you're trying to grab them and pull them.
Yeah,
off.
because if I hit it, it grabs.
It's grappled, yep.
So would it move towards me, or I would just grapple it where it is?
You would grapple it, and then
It's just
your
like-
next turn, it's grappled, and then its next turn it would have to break free of the grapple, so it wouldn't be able to use the machine or anything like that.
Okay.
And then on your next turn, if it's still grappled, you can pull it.
Okay. So then make a melee attack roll
Okay.
with a +9
Nice.
bonus. So 16.
So you out with your tentacles, and they're barely. I think this is like your first time using them. So you're not quite sure how to aim them, and you're just barely hit the wall. Barely. It's a 17 you're trying to beat, so just barely. But you still have them out now.
Okay.
So every turn you have them.
Okay.
And then next is Griffin.
Alright, Medusa go after Lavender again.
Okay.
I'm gonna primal savagery.
Ooh.
What's that?
I sharpen teeth and
Cantrip.
nail.
Yep.
Which she hasn't done since like the first time I met her.
I was gonna say I don't think you've used that since the sewer worm.
Yeah,
And the machine did
Now
take
it's-
damage, so like it's
I know, I'm trying to.
pretty beat up. So it
I
might
didn't
not.
even have the machine have a damage.
Everything has. You can destroy. You should destroy the camera.
Well, I'm gonna go after this
sneak attack now because he obviously knows you're back there.
Yep.
You did stab him in the back, quite literally.
As he deserves.
You did backstab.
You backstabbed him.
Is that my attack or spell?
It'll be your spell. Yeah, your spell attack.
3. 17.
That barely hits.
Alright, 2d10.
+9, I still good.
I think that's the first time you used the D10 in a while.
Acid damage. Are you freaking kidding? Here's 2!
2 damage
Yeah,
to the red one. So you yank your daggers out, and then just let your teeth grow out, and just bite into his shoulder, and you kind of puncture him in the shoulder, and he's like, "The hell?"
He's like, first I get
So
stabbed,
next
now I
is
get
Rose.
bit. He's like, first I get stabbed,
Rose
now I'm
is
getting
gonna.
bit. What is
move up
wrong
here.
with you?
We're gonna try the spell that never works. On
Ah,
the machine.
green flame blade.
Green flame blade, which is on page
I'm gonna
23.
cross my fingers and hope this works.
Me too.
How many times do you think you've tried this?
Too
I think like at least 4.
Alright, so using the cutlass, she's gonna take her bonus action to flip the rings. I don't know if she ever unflipped them from before, but
No.
we're just gonna flip them so they're out.
No,
So
you didn't.
13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 19. Woo!
Wait, does it work?
It worked. So
Yes.
what this does is she's going to make her attack roll with her cutlass on the machine, and the blade is going to jump out onto the red one because it's in the same space. It could be 5 feet, but we're just going to go after the guy controlling the blade. So we start with a d8 plus 2, so 8. So she swipes into the machine, swipes it, basically lobs a bunch of cables off, and you can see it power down, and then the flame jumps off at the red one, doing damage equal to my spellcasting modifier. And she's level 5 now, so it would have done an extra d8, and the flame does so it would have done an extra d8, so it would have hit anyway. It would have destroyed the machine anyway. Now the fire damage does a d8 plus my spellcasting modifier, which is my proficiency plus intelligence, so 2, 5. So d8 plus 5. So 6.
We'll take it.
So the machine is destroyed. It's inoperable.
That's good.
And he himself, I said 6, right? Takes 6 damage, and he's looking kind of rough as well.
He's gotten bit now.
He's gotten bit, and he's
stabbed.
got stabbed in the back, and he's now burnt from a green flame. And it's his turn next.
Oh, great. He's probably gonna run.
So he is going to hop off the machine over here, and he's going to throw a gobstopper at Rose. So that is a 15 dex save for me. 11, 15, which she just barely makes, so she's just able to rise up in time for the bomb to kind of blow, completely miss her. It's Lime's turn. He's going to come 15 out to here. He's going to try to slap Pikachu.
Oh, you better not.
So,
Keep
9. What's his AC? Pikachu's AC.
14.
Yeah, nope. So he tries to slap him, and Pikachu just slaps his hand away with a tail. Back to the top of the round, it's Flapjack's turn.
Okay, I'm gonna throw an exploding gobstopper.
Oh, you're going to toss one back?
Yes.
Alright, at Hill.
I'm gonna throw it at Pink because he's still technically pooping his pants.
That's right, he is.
And he has his bed.
Where
Oh,
are you
yes,
at?
he has to save it to make it.
That is true.
You're gonna
He has
want to
make
move.
a
You're gonna
save.
need to move up probably at least a space because you're about 20
Move up.
feet away. Where?
Right there, and the one in front of me. Up here.
Right here.
Yeah, right here.
Okay. So he needs to make a dex save with disadvantage. What's their dex? Is 1. That would have made it. They both make.
No.
So
He's used to this gobstopper.
yep, they're the ones that made him. So he just kind of like, As he's pooping his pants, he just kind of like kicks it away and it blows up over in the corner.
I was expecting him to slip. Zombie slipped.
Well, they failed their roll. Black's turn.
That sucks.
He's going to come up and try to slap you.
Oh.
I didn't remember where I got that.
Nat one. So he goes to slap you, and like there's a lot of commotion going around. He's a little confused, and he just totally whiffs at you. Pink. So Pink has disadvantage on these rolls. He's going to try to throw a gobstopper at Rose because she's close enough. So disadvantage on that. Or no, wait. I guess that would mean I would have advantage on it.
You would
On
have
my
advantage.
rolls.
Yeah, it's still
19. Either one misses. He tries to throw it, and again, he's like a little preoccupied with pooping himself. Totally misses. End of its turn, it's done pooping itself.
Oh no.
Pikachu's turn, and you forgot to tell it what to
Oh,
do.
that's true.
Go ahead.
Pikachu, you said.
I will tell you. I was gonna say I'll do it to where he makes an attack. I'll let you pick the target.
Pink.
Pink.
He said I'll burn it.
Is that enough range? What's his range?
60 feet.
60 feet. Yeah. Okay. All right. So make your attack.
I think he's good.
Yeah, I think Pikachu's fine. That whole nice launching it up in the air and letting it arc.
Yeah, because then he'll probably, because all the poop will set him on fire, like it did with. Oh great.
Plus your dex.
Oh yeah, that's Pikachu. So. 4. 6.
6. So he tries to arc it and it hits the back of the wall again.
I hate this. The dude's too short.
Purple's turn. Medusa's right there. They're kind of like locked in a.
How's it
Medusa.
look?
They're locked in a go around. 20.
Yeah, that'll hit.
All right. So slap is d6 plus 2. That's yours.
Yeah.
6 damage. 6 damage to Medusa as he slaps her across the snout. Which puts it at Medusa's turn then.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Please bite him in half. I haven't counted him. Wait, how much health is she at?
17.
Oh god.
Yeah, don't worry, man.
I haven't taken
Well,
any
she's gonna
health.
go after that.
Going
That's
right
what
after
I
her?
want to do.
Yeah.
I haven't taken any health after the 33.
10.
Nope. So she tries to bite back, but she's a little like shaken from the snout shot. Cosmos.
When I know the machine's destroyed, I'm gonna move over here and try and actually move all over here and go gadget tentacle.
Yeah.
Okay.
Trying to get out of this one.
Okay. Like so that's a bonus action, so you can do an attack first if
Attack
you like.
first.
I mean, you can do it in whatever order. That is a bonus action you can take. So if you want to grapple it first and then attack, whatever you
You
want
don't
to
have
do, just
disadvantage.
I would probably.
if it
Yeah.
if it has the grapple, it would have disadvantage.
Yeah, I'll grapple first.
Okay.
I
So
would
go
probably
ahead.
take your soccer ball at it.
So
Jack, can you grab me a drink, please?
Yes.
That's 9. Right?
Which
17.
one?
That'll hit.
Wait,
So it is
you
now-
got one back there.
It's empty. That's
What-
why it's back
what do you
there.
want?
It doesn't matter.
Oh.
So it's grappled, and now it has disadvantage on all of its rolls.
well, that does the damage to it. When
Oh, does it do damage? All right.
Yeah.
Awesome.
We'll take it.
That's
Um,
one.
So I think I had it there. Just want to make sure I'm reading it here too. I want to hit. The target takes 4d6. So I'll need 2d6s. Just one more. Force. So it's 6 damage.
Mine did better.
On the pink one.
Yeah.
Mine did
6
better.
damage?
Yep.
Oh, yeah, since I had.
Okay. And it's grappled?
And it's grappled. So then I would like to. I actually would like my turn to cast Minute Meteors.
Okay.
It won't directly affect it as an attack, but I want them out. Just so I have them.
Oh, that's so they're out, and then you can launch them.
Yeah.
You haven't used measurements or.
What was that for?
There's a lot of things you can just have out and ready.
Sorcerer.
Said it'll last for 10 minutes.
It's kind of his. It's kind of his response to Medusa and Pikachu.
It's true.
So do I just cast it?
You cast it, and then they're out.
They're
and you said-
just in my space.
They're in
Tiny
your
bees
space.
In my space.
and then
They float and orbit me.
yep, and
Okay.
then whenever so
Then-
your next turn
okay.
you can use to
Yeah.
launch them. So that was your action, movement, bonus. So you're
Yeah, so good.
Oh, I have that
Griffin.
extra attack.
yeah. You keep forgetting to do your second attack.
Moonsicle.
All right.
Very dramatically, she said. Well, now one, so.
So you go to Moonsicle at it, and it
Jail.
somehow is able to nimbly dodge out of the way,
Yo.
and you're there's a clang as it hits the ground. Rosemary's turn. She's gonna turn
Oh, would
around.
you run?
Medusa's running?
Yeah.
Okay. In the room, out of the room. I'll let you decide that when we get there. So she turns around to the black one behind her and she's just gonna punch him in the face.
We love that. She still
With
has
the-
the rings
With the
out.
spike rings, yep.
Let's see it.
Okay, like I said, she yanked an eyeball out with it. So she's 14, 15, 16, 20, so she hits. That is a d4 plus 2. 6. Nice.
It's just tiny D4 compared to the rest of it.
So she turns around and he's still facing forward because, you know, Kaimos was right there. So she just, in the back of the neck, just stabs him in the back of the neck. Doesn't kill him, but he felt it. Red's turn. He's going to turn on you
Shit.
and he's going to try to slap you. 15.
16.
Misses.
Yeah, he does.
Lime's turn.
I don't like this.
Still facing Pikachu. He's going to try to slap Pikachu. Nat 1, he totally misses and almost slaps himself in the face. Back to the
Yeah,
top
how
of the
you
round.
got it? That's what I get for hitting myself in the face with a frying pan.
You're up.
Pikachu, use Thunderbolt on the line. It's
Okay.
right there, trying to stop you.
Yep.
I would like to go up, around Kainos and go right here. So that way it's flanked. And I won't be hit.
Well, it's not flanked.
Wait, you want here?
Yeah.
Which one are you trying to go for?
Pink.
Okay, so
So wait, are you moving Pikachu or you?
No, me. I'm
you're
trying to
moving,
flank him.
Fine, Bill.
The big one.
but you're not going to be able to. There's nobody directly next to him.
You could find, I don't know what your walking speed is, red.
Nah.
Or black or lime because I'm there and Pikachu's there.
Is
Uh,
Lime
and
not
Kairos-
already?
Yeah, lime technically already is because of Pikachu.
It's Pikachu.
Yeah.
So if you go here, that would put black in flanking as well because I'm there.
I'll put black. I'll go in front of black. Oh, behind.
What's your walking speed?
25. There we go. I would like to hit him with my sword.
Roll your attack.
Which one?
Black.
I was going to say you have your options. So black
15. Oh wait, plus your initiative.
Yeah, plus
plus proficiency.
Okay. Plus 3, so 18.
That'll hit.
So you roll again.
You can. I mean, yeah, he says advantage. You can roll,
Roll one
again.
more time, so
That
you get
one,
a 19
yeah,
or 20.
yeah. I'll say that'll hit.
Not you got.
And I do have my extra attack, so I will
Well, you got to do damage on this one first.
And then I'll hit him again after.
All right, roll damage on this one.
D10. 3, 5.
5. So you swipe, and with one long swipe, you slice his head clean off.
Oh my god.
That was your first attack.
I would like to now hit one.
Still planked. So go
Yes.
roll your attack again. Same sword again.
Yes.
Does Jack get 2 attacks every turn?
Fighter.
That's my extra attack.
Fighter. He gets higher level, he'll get 3.
Mm-hmm.
Be glad he's not a barbarian.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
we
what
were
we said.
Frenzied range, they get like 5.
13, 16.
16. That one misses.
Oh.
So you come in at the black one and you lob his head off, and then in one fluid motion you come for the other one, and you're just far enough away you don't quite make the line one.
Darn
So you
yeah.
got advantage.
Oh, true.
Oh, I didn't know. I thought you were. Sorry. Go ahead. I can't keep track of everything.
Well, that's
buddy.
the help.
You didn't.
All right. So yep, same deal.
Oh, well, now I rolled an 18.
Black would have went next. Pink's up. He's grappled. He's got to try to break your grapple. Is it
It's It's a dex save.
Would it be in there or is it the
Oh,
tentacles?
it's
Oh, I haven't used my nunchucks yet.
Sorry.
Oh, that's
Probably
right. I used
15,
one of
but
my
I'm
pop
not sure.
stoppers. I need to
It was
erase
like
that.
that.
Yes,
It's
please
fine.
raise your gun. Yeah, I can. Oh,
It's
it's
a
in the
DC
mod.
16,
16?
and it on hit to bludgeoning and is grappled escape DC 16. It doesn't say what,
Okay.
but I'm guessing
That's
dex.
dex. 6. So it's still grappled and that ends its turn. That brings us up to Pikachu, and you said you're thunderbolting line.
Yes.
Alright, so whenever you're ready, go ahead and roll your thunder attack.
Okay. Okay. Plus dexterity. So that's 13.
He's flanked.
Yep, so roll again.
Saving.
So
Very
he
consistent.
arches one up, a thunderbolt, and he's worried that he's going to hit you, his trainer. So he's kind of off on his aim a little bit, and it comes crashing down right about there.
It's okay, Pikachu. You're not gonna hurt me, bud. I'm all here.
Purple and Medusa still got their locked in going. 9.
13.
Alright, so she tries to slap her and he totally misses. Medusa's turn.
And I told her to run.
Okay.
She's just gonna go over.
Like in the corner.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wherever the
So we'll
corner.
put her right about back there. No, you're
Okay.
good. So we'll put her back there. Kainos, you're up.
With it being grappled, I'm gonna kick a blue ball at it.
Alright, that'll give you advantage because it's grappled.
That one was 4. Nat 20.
Alright, that'll hit double damage.
Okay. 4 and 6. Alright, so it does 12 damage times 2 is 24.
Oh no.
Because I get
No, just this
Six.
is double.
just my
Yeah, so
6.
double that. So that's 6, 7,
Oh.
8. So that's 16.
Well,
Then-
no. Wait, 6, 7, 8, so it's 16, then the other 4 is 20.
Yeah.
On the pink one.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's dead.
You
So
want-
you're-
She's got a +2, sorry.
Yeah, no, you're good. No, you're good. Yeah, but when you get
Yeah, I have to
double
adjust
that
these,
and that
double
added.
it, and
Yep,
add this.
exactly. So that was the pink one. So it's struggling to get out of your tentacles, and which gives you a nice clear line shot. It just takes the ball to the face, and you just hear this sickening crack. And when the ball falls to come back to you, there's a nice dent in his face. It goes slack, and your tentacles let go, and it crumples to the floor. Rose's turn.
Don't forget to put the face away.
We did.
I pulled it off. These are fine.
Oh.
Yeah, they're.
We took the low four.
I put the 4 away.
Oh,
Don't worry, I was
don't
excited to
think
get rid of it.
Alright, Rose's turn. What else hasn't she used? Actually, she's going to take her bonus action to cast Lucky Coin. So can I please have the coin? Don't.
I'll
Hand
try
it
to
off.
flip it.
So, flip the coin twice, call it both times, call it right both times. Next roll is a nat 20. 1 right, 1 wrong, regular roll. Both are wrong, nat 1 on the next roll. So, heads.
Which is heads, by the way.
Okay.
But no,
Well, we
which-
won't count that
No,
'cause
what
it's on-
is heads?
Heads is the Hershey Park symbol.
Okay.
Coin is, or tails is the no cash value. So that hit the floor, so you know what, we'll just. Heads. And second one will go tails. Heads. So 1 right, 1 wrong, normal roll.
I'm happy I didn't use it. Probably would have got both wrong.
Has advantage anyway because he's flanked and he's going to punt. Now that he's turned facing you, we're just going to go for another back of the neck punchy
Oh,
stab.
I'm in the wrong spot.
You're good.
That one misses. 11, 17. That one manages to hit. And that one is 4 plus 2. 5, 2 red. So she stabs him in the back of the neck with the knuckles, yanks it out, and blood's starting to trickle down his neck. He's losing blood pretty quick. He's pretty faded. That was Rosemary's turn.
Well, did you get it
And it's
in the
his
same-
turn.
Well, if you got it in the same exact spot, then definitely.
He's going to turn. go after her. That was the other paper.
Was the other one was the other one 50 in? No,
And due to the blood loss, he's hurting pretty bad, and he completely misses. So now it's the lime's turn, and Pikachu's right there, gonna try to hit Pikachu.
You better not slap my butt.
16. It's Pikachu's AC.
14.
So it hits.
Yeah.
Alright, so 1d6 plus 2. 6 damage to Pikachu.
Okay. My rolls are always trash, but I always manage to not be damaged.
Oh, he's at 45.
Alright, and top of the round, Flapjack, you're up.
She used Thunderbolt on Lavender since I'm doing that.
Okay.
And then, I'm actually, well, I would like to be back in my spot at my Pikachu.
Okay.
No, you went there, or
It was, where he was flying.
Well, here?
No. In that little, yeah, right there. In that
Okay.
corner.
Okay.
I would like to hit him with my titanium sword.
Go for it.
That's good. And then that was proficiency.
That pretzel's again too, by the way.
Oh.
And tons of Easter candy now.
Ah.
it's alright. I've told everyone church it's pretzels.
15.
15.
Yes.
That one misses, but it's flanked, so go again.
Drop it on the floor.
20!
That'll hit, so go for it. Roll your damage.
You haven't, you know what you haven't used yet? In this whole, like, round? Flying V.
Oh,
I'm surprised.
Not this
Right.
game.
Oh, I used it on the
Okay.
pages.
Yeah.
Page. Good
7.
point, though.
So take that and double. What'd you roll on the dice?
7.
No, would you
Well,
roll the
fine.
dice? Yeah.
So
And then
that's,
I add
that double.
plus
No,
two.
so you got a nat 20. So double that 10. Now add the extra
30.
10. It's 10. Now add your
Now what's your bonus thing you add?
for the Lego sword.
Plus 2.
Yes, so 10
12.
plus 2.
12.
12. So you do 12 damage to the lime one.
Yep.
So you take a nice wide swath and you slice an arm off.
What?
So he's pretty much just like holding the stump right now. He's not dead, but you know, he's really focused on the stump. That was your first attack.
Oh, that's right.
That was your first attack.
I'm gonna now whack him with the front. Well, nunchucks. Hopefully I can get him in the head.
Okay. So he's still flanked, so advantage.
7. 7. Wait. 10.
Plus your dex.
We don't have proficiency.
No, that's right, you're not proficient in them. No, he's proficient in the nunchucks because it's a martial weapon.
Yeah.
He's not proficient in that lance. That's the only
Yeah.
thing he has he's not
Ah.
proficient in because it's
Giant.
huge. So what's
10.
total?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, that'll miss, but you have advantage because it's flanked, so roll again.
Better. So 11, 12, 13, 14.
That one also misses. So you go to swing the nunchucks at it while it's focusing on the stump and you miss.
Wait,
Uh,
11, it's plus your dex, plus your
oh, that's
proficiency,
right. And I also have, oh no.
Plus your proficiency, plus your dex.
That's right.
So, it's 14 plus 3.
17. So that one will just barely hit.
Thank God.
So roll your damage.
Yeah, because I was getting confused there for a little bit. Stop. 26 plus 2. 4.
4.
Yes.
So you do 4 damage to the lime one.
Yes.
So as he's reeling from getting his arm lopped off, you get him right in the temple and he just crumples.
Thank God.
So he's gone.
Oh,
Yep,
we only have
you're
2 left.
Pikachu's turn.
He was going to Thunderbolt the Lavender one.
roll for your attack.
That's an I rolled an 11. I used the wrong dice, but it's an 11.
Well, then you just roll the right one then. Use the correct.
Oh, that's even worse.
He's fine. No, never
No,
mind.
he's not.
Not the lime one anymore.
So plus is what, Dex?
Yeah.
Yes, so dexterity
7 plus.
4, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
That's it.
So no, he unfortunately misses. Pikachu's not doing so good with this thunderbolt today.
Yeah.
So unfortunately he misses,
I mean, he's still probably hurting from
and
trying
that
to get
brings it
slapped.
up to the purple one's turn. So make a dex save.
Oh, great.
Fif-
Pikachu?
No, you.
Oh, great.
Or you count this one as the purple one.
Yeah.
Yeah, lavender.
Lavender, but that's because I'm using the
15?
purple set.
What? With I add my dexterity.
Yes.
15, 16, 17, 18.
So he goes to throw a gobstopper at you, and you nimbly dodge out of the way. It blows up on the floor. Brings us back to Medusa's turn.
She's gone.
She's out the door.
Yes.
Kaimos' turn.
I'm gonna use Mind Sliver on the purple one, or the lavender one.
And you still have your meteors floating around you as well.
Can I reuse them? Yeah.
They last for 10 minutes. You haven't actually sent any out. They're just floating around, they're orbiting around you.
That's right.
And then you
They're
launch.
bonus action.
And okay, and so is your mantle. So
Okay.
You have 3 actions. You
He
can
hasn't
take.
used his magic missile in a long time.
well,
So I'm gonna move up here. I'm still gonna make my attack that I was going to
okay.
of Mind Sliver, and then have some bonus actions.
Go for it.
All right. So the Mind Sliver, it must succeed on an intellect saving throw.
Okay, against your
15.
15. 11.
Okay. So
It failed.
it failed. So it takes 1d6 psychic damage. So 2, and then it can be subject to a 1d4 from the next saving throw it makes before the end of my next turn.
It subtracts a 1d4 from it.
Yeah.
Okay, so
So
that
it
was
would roll a 1d4 and subtract
that
Yeah.
from it. Okay. Alright, that was your main action, and you're moving.
Okay.
You got 2
So-
bonus actions.
Yeah. Now I want to go gadget tentacle. Go gadget tentacle.
And that one has it's 16, right?
Yes, that's a 16. Dex save.
10.
10.
So it's grappled.
Okay, so that was a 4d6, I believe. So I need 2d6s. Better.
It's dead.
17.
It's dead. So you
Still-
grab it with your tentacles and you just kind of crush it, and it's just thank you, Dad. And you just kind of crush it, and you hear the sickening crack of bones cracking, and then when your tentacles let go, because they realize that it's not living, it just crumples to the ground. And you still have.
And I'm going to send 2 of my meteors to the red one.
Is there enough? Yeah, you should be in range.
I have 120.
Yeah, that was the same.
Now, once
He's looking really, really rough. He's currently bleeding out from stab wounds in the back of the neck, stab wounds in the back, some singed from green flame blade,
Yeah.
bit. He's pretty much full
So-
of holes leaking.
So yeah, so I'm going to send 2 of them.
He should
Okay.
be dead by now.
So that's why I can send 1 or 2.
Okay.
He should definitely be dead by now.
And he will be.
Once it impacts, the meteor explodes. A creature within 5 feet of the impact must make a dex save against my spell, so that would count you 2. Against my, which is
Your spell save.
15.
Okay.
But I am also going to use my meta magic skill, a careful spell. So when I cast a spell that forces other creatures to make a saving throw, I can protect some of those creatures. So I choose a number of those creatures equal to my con modifier.
Okay.
Those creatures automatically pass their saving throw, and that'll cost me 1 sorcery point.
Okay.
So my con modifier is 4.
So you can pick up the 4.
On 74, I'll just pick you 2 because
So
you're
we
the one that
automatically
saved.
pass.
You
We're
automatically
safe.
pass, and he still has to make his
Yep.
saving throw.
Which is a
DC 15,
DC 15.
and it was Dex.
Well, Christ.
And then you would.
I'm gonna
a sorcery point, so you would have 4 left. Well, he got a nat 1, so roll your damage.
So it was 2d6. Is that? I think that's per. I take a 2d6 fire damage. Would that be per one?
Per meteor used
Okay.
to. So.
You just roll one, because I think he's done for.
8.
Go ahead. Roll the other. I mean, just roll the other one.
Another 8.
So.
Double that 32.
So. You got your meteors flying around you. You send out your careful spell. Little arcane bubble goes over Rosemary, goes over Griffin, and then you just launch meteors. And there's just a giant explosion, and it's a giant flash of fiery light. And when it fades, there's nothing left. He's
What?
gone.
Incinerated.
He's just incinerated. So
He's nothing.
You
but
find
he's nothing
150 of those gold chocolatey coins.
Oh,
Okay.
great. He had mine that I gave to him.
2 of these.
Okay.
So I'll let
So you said 150.
150 of those chocolate
Okay.
coins.
Probably another gobstopper.
2 of those,
Okay.
and 1 of these.
What would you get?
I got exploding gobstoppers.
Oh, I think we all have one now.
Nope, just you 2.
Oh man. Yeah, they didn't really work too well for me.
I don't think it's on there, but it is the 15 deck save they've got to make for it.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Okay. And then I also got
One of those.
a chocolate rain potion.
And what you used on Brittany.
That's the one.
Yeah. Oh wait, isn't the floor technically still covered with poop? from
Over
one of
here.
the Lupa?
Alright.
Well, I thought it was fine. And it worked pretty well.
Yeah. Alright, well, I'm gonna perception
Okay.
check,
Thank you.
please.
What do you want to do with?
Oh, Medusa, come back to me. Come back to me,
Come
love.
here.
Come here, baby.
I'm also gonna put Pikachu in the mix for perception checks.
Only a white girl would save a skeleton dog.
Oh, well, would you look at that? 18 and 19. Oh, that's a critical for me.
Okay.
Yes.
And then Pikachu.
Give you a pink
I was gonna say that's.
That's great.
Actually,
Oh,
I'm
that's
gonna
great.
save my health potions. I'm gonna use 2 of my hit die.
Okay,
I'm going to use my D6 Necromancer one, and I'm going to use one of my D8.
I'm definitely gonna use
So
this.
my sorcery points, was that my spellcasting ability?
No, those are separate. Your spellcasting ability is your proficiency bonus.
Oh, okay.
And then you have 5, so if you want to write on, like I have it written somewhere on that other sheet that I gave you.
Okay.
So you have 5 and you use 1, so you have 4 left.
Okay. So I'm gonna use.
So I use 3, so I gain 3,
Throw it over there.
4. Get 5 health back.
Oh, would you look at that?
So that's 32. And I'm now down to 2 hit dice.
Okay. What I'm gonna do is I'm going to use one of my regular health potions and one of my 2d8 health potions.
Okay.
So I'll
On
start with
yourself or Pikachu or who?
Pikachu. Yeah, I'll give him one of the 8 ones. So I'll
Okay.
do me first and then I'll do Pikachu.
Okay.
So 1d8.
I rolled a 25.
For perception?
2d8.
I also roll perception on the.
Thanks for your Rocky's help. Helping up.
Okay,
Alright.
I got a 9.
I only got a
Alright, so you, Jack, go ahead and you do your health. You got a what?
12 for perception.
Now that everybody's kind of like taking a breather, you can see that was up in the corner. That was the camera. You're able to salvage some wiring and some of the. We'll say you're able to get the lens off the camera. So basically, just a big glass lens off the camera
And some water.
and some wiring. and you're able to see over in here is the door.
Okay.
Well, because she's where you're looking, so
Okay.
you found the door that leads out.
I need some Pikachu.
I'm
I'm
gonna
gonna
use
get
the
one of
restroom.
those D8s.
Just healing up.
Just remember to erase all those
I know,
potions
I
when
did
you're done.
too.
Okay.
Because I'm using one for me and one for Pikachu, and I had
Perfectly
5.
fine. Perfectly fine.
So I had another 3. Okay. So 7, 8, 9. And then 5, 5 plus 1, 9. Ah, 5, 4, man.
Other than that, you're not really able to. It's pretty much a stark room. Like there
Yeah.
wasn't a whole lot of like storage or anything. It was pretty much used to contain that. Good job taking out the machine without ever having it being used. Amazing.
Yeah.
Awesome.
There we go.
All right, so we just wait for Uncle Ty and then we go from there.
I'm gonna buy myself a notebook at this point. And start like, this page is potion, this page is this.
Because she's literally almost out of room.
I know.
That's okay, I'm gonna make columns. It's like a tattered lap.
If you want, you guys can take your folders home with you
I
tonight.
get my pills.
Yes, please do that. I didn't realize what time it was. But yeah, if you guys, like I said, if you guys want to take them, you know, with
Yeah.
you or whatever. Typically, DMs don't like they'll hold on to them just
Yeah.
because like they're afraid that the players are gonna mess with their stats. And so I
No.
trust you all. You know what I mean? Like I don't think you're gonna do that. So.
Oh my gosh, I came back with a
Plus
plus
20,
5
yeah.
initiative.
Right.
What?
Just joking around. Like I was told, she was talking about her bag and she wants to organize it better. So I said, you guys can take your folders with you. And I'm like, you know, a lot of DMs keep the folders and keep the sheets so that the players can't mess with their stats and stuff. But I'm not worried about that. All right, so everything's pretty much been found. Jack said he's healed up. He's just taking his real life meds.
Okay.
So you said you
Alright,
found
so
the
I
doors
found
over
this
here.
door over here when I was looking around as you were working, getting your wiring in that lens.
Yeah, I would like to look around too.
Go for it.
Pikachu does as well.
I'm gonna start heading towards said door.
Yeah.
Just can't.
Okay, I got an 11 plus 1. Wait, would that be investigation or proficiency?
Investigation if you're looking for stuff, or perception if you're just looking around.
I'm looking around
Perception.
just to see like if I see anything on the floor.
Perception.
Okay, so
Poop.
plus 2.
Yeah, there's a puddle of poop on in the corner.
You wanna vial some of that up?
No.
Yeah, so you got some empty health vials now.
No, thank you. If we come across anything along the way, maybe.
You don't want some Oompa poop? Bet you tested, they got some diabetes going on. Alright, so what did you roll, Jack?
13, and then Pikachu just got a 4.
So neither of you notice anything else out of the ordinary, anything that was salvageable. Griffin salvaged.
Great. Wait, hold on. Is there any Oompa Loompa blood?
Theoretically, yeah.
Never mind.
None that you can probably bottle up. It's all like on the floor.
I mean, you could try to scoop it or drain it out of one of them if you wanted.
No.
But
Well, I mean, the one over here. There's
Over
one of them. Well, let's say there's that one over there's a sieve, and then there's one missing an arm. So it's, you know, you got a fountain going out of the stump.
I could technically take his arm.
You want to take his arm? You can take his arm. Whatever you want to take.
Alright,
I have a dragon's eyeball, so if you
I'll
want
take
to take,
his arm.
Alright, so
Rocket
right- oop.
raccoon.
right with the arm, right
Need
with
an arm.
I'm gonna
Bucky.
get that arm.
yeah, he does get it in the
I
Christmas
mean, I
special.
can chop another one off for
Is
you.
it his old one though?
She gets one of his arms. Mantis gets in one of his arms.
Yeah.
So
I mean, I could technically go chop another one off
you could.
if you want one. I can chop off a leg
Is
too.
it a leg that he needs in the first one? They
No,
just
an
really
eye.
need an eye.
No, doesn't he make him steal his prosthetic?
Yeah, he steals
prosthetic
his
leg for no
leg.
reason. He just thought it'd be funny. He
Yeah.
wanted to do it.
Alright, yeah.
Oompa arm. You have no idea what it's worth, but you have an Oompa arm.
He didn't need it. He just told me
That's
to get
gonna
the legs.
To get it, yeah, to get it.
Well, I mean,
He's
if,
like,
I got an eyeball for the last like 3 weeks now.
I
So
mean, isn't there any like big plastic bags?
you haven't found any?
Well,
So-
I'm gonna take a bunch of their clothes and I'm just gonna wrap it all.
Okay, so Oompa arm, and you wrap it up in a thing of coveralls and toss it in your bag. That works.
He wants
Okay,
an arm, but it's
hold
gotta
on,
be
hold
clean.
Oh,
Alright.
we can be Bucky Barnes.
Hold on.
Yeah, alright. Yeah,
Here's an arm for you. It's a little short.
remember to take it easy with your writing.
I was gonna say, well, I'm gonna say value unknown.
Just don't put anything down because you don't know yet. You have
Oh, yeah,
to.
true.
You could if you find somebody to get it appraised, then you can get it appraised.
There we go.
Might be worth something to somebody.
Yeah.
Find a necromancer at some point, want some body parts. I don't know.
Find a raccoon. named
Find a
Robin.
raccoon. All right, so you've successfully gathered up an arm. We're all hanging out by the door waiting for you. So you ready to go?
Yeah, I'm ready to go, guys. I got an arm.
Nice.
Cool.
Put the hand in it, we can play catch. Or put the eyeball in it, we can play catch.
Well,
It's like
technically,
lacrosse.
I was gonna say technically baseball.
That works too.
All
Alright.
Forgot about it.
All right, so everybody, we're at the door.
Yeah, I mean, I'm ready to go through the door.
All right,
Ready to get out of this
Creepy place.
all right.
Well, I mean, I got an arm now.
this Oopa cemetery.
I
Yeah,
mean,
right.
You got
So
an
we
eye
going through
balls.
the door, or-
Yeah, I'll go through the door.
All right, so you go through the door, follow.
Pikachu, come on. Well, I'm gonna put Pikachu back in the Pokeball.
Pikachu
Just
back
that way
in
it's
the
less
ball.
person with one
Pikachu
person
goes
with
back
the
in the
other.
ball. Da 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 da. So you go through that door and you come out into looks like a large office. Really weird. Everything in the room seems to be cut in half. Like there's a clock on the wall that's in half.
No.
Half of a desk, half of a chair.
Half of a urinal.
There's no. I don't think there's a
In the,
urinal.
in the movie there was.
I'll take your word on that. It's been a while.
There was.
Okay, I will take your word on that. So, pretty much every like bookshelves, everything is kind of cut in half. Over here on the right-hand side of the wall, you see a macabre display. It's four large tubes. You see a very large, heavy-set kid, mostly decomposed, crammed into a chunk of pipe. Next to him is a large blue round girl, again, kind of decomposed and slowly leaking blueberry liquid out.
Oh.
Next to her is another little girl in a dress. Her body's mostly burned and fleshed off. And then next to her, pinned into the wall, like with a push pin, is a little boy about yay big, dressed like a cowboy. Over to the right, where the desk and the chair is, you can see what looks like somebody in a brown top hat sitting in the chair.
You missed somebody. We missed a couple people. Forgot the girl, the blonde one.
That's Veruca, she's all burned
Oh,
to shit.
that's
She's
true.
burned up.
She went into the fire.
She fell into the incinerator.
The stretched out guy.
Oh, see, that's just at the end of the movie. In this one they never stretched him out.
That's Mike, he's the little cowboy, got shrunk.
I keep
They didn't take him to the
forgetting
stretcher
how the
table.
end about that. It's been a very long time.
Okay, well,
It's okay.
instead of arguing with me, what do you
Alright,
do?
I want to pull up my sword.
well, this is a weird kind of look here for an
Yeah.
office. Surprisingly, it's the only thing that's not in half is these tubes and this guy sitting in a half chair, but
I'm gonna investigate the guy
yeah, I also am gonna investigate this guy sitting
I'm
in a
gonna
chair.
investigate the people on the wall.
slowly.
13.
I got a nat 20. Jesus Christ, what's up all the 20s?
Doing good.
Mm-hmm.
No complaint about it.
So you two approach the desk. He hasn't moved, he hasn't said anything, so you kind of grab the back of the chair and you're going to spin him around real quick to like kind of catch him off guard. You spin him around and it's a skeleton. Skeleton in kind of brown pants, purple overcoat, brown top hat. Been there for a long time. You go over to the other wall where the tubes are, and you're kind of looking around, and you see like a little spot in the wall that looks like there's like a little crease in it, and when you touch it, it pops open to reveal a panel of monitors, and there are 5 or 4 kind of vital sign monitors. Technically, these 4 people in the tube, they're being somehow magically or technologically, they're alive. They're being kept alive as like
guys?
creepy trophies.
These people are alive technically.
What?
What?
Come here.
Okay.
And then
Okay,
and
I'll follow
look at the
over.
monitors. Look, they're for each person.
And you see the same thing. It's like you see the heartbeat monitors, you see blood pressure,
Weird.
pulse, and as you look further, you can see that they do have like tubes and wires attached to them. So they're still in these grotesque forms. She's mostly missing most of her skin. He's yay big. They're not moving or anything,
Yeah.
but they're still alive. They're being kept
I'm
alive.
gonna investigate the rest of the room.
I'm
You
gonna
wanna
walk
come
away
on?
now. Wait, hold on. I think wait.
20.
Just like, can I go over to the skeleton dude and check in his treasure coat,
Go for it.
like to see if he has like any name tag or anything, to see if I can figure out who it is.
Investigation check. You got a 20.
Yeah.
So you go to the far back side of the room, and you see a little panel about yay big, and there's another screen on that, and on the screen is like the silhouette of a handprint. So it would be like almost like a scanner type deal.
12.
12. You don't find anything on him. When you open up his jacket, there's like a little gold monogram WW inside the jacket.
Guys,
What?
I think this might be that guy that Charlie was talking about. Willy Wonka.
So as you're saying this, you hear from behind you a voice say, "Well, how did you enjoy the tour?" You all turn around. Charlie standing in front of you. Now that you've got now that you've got a better look at him, you can see that he's kind of in matching clothes as the skeleton, kind of like he stole his wardrobe basically. And then he has a walking stick. This walking stick, the main part of the stick is white with like a red spiral around it, like a candy cane. Topped with it is a ball about yay big, kind of like a brownish black with white lines on it. Kind of looks like a bonbon.
Okay.
And he's standing there holding it, kind of like smirking at all of you.
Have you been doing better tours?
It was
I will kill you.
had some
there's
fun
usually-
here and there.
Usually not so much on dates.
Now I know where I remember what one. He got that from there's something that we were watching yesterday.
Usually not so much danger in the tours I've been on, but
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and guess
Well,
what?
I'm sorry you didn't like my factory.
Technically it's not yours.
What
It is.
exactly was the factory doing nowadays anyway? Didn't seem too functional.
Yeah,
It's
who are
not-
these people?
Well, years ago, I won a contest to take a tour here, and so did they. They were all greedy little children. They all fell into some of the traps that you kind of all fell along the way, but I felt bad for them, so I found a way to keep them alive. Wonka and I worked together to keep them alive, and we kind of experimented on them for some new candies until, as I said, he had his unfortunate accident in the taffy machine. So I just kind of put him at his desk. I thought he'd be happy there. And I didn't see much use for making candy anymore. And then when that fine gentleman Draken came came calling and explained his plans, he helped me revamp some of these machines to see what to do what you saw that they did.
Okay.
Quick question.
right. So
What exactly happened to Wonka? Like,
I
what
said
happened?
he fell into the taffy
Well,
machine.
fell or
Exactly.
did you push him?
Yeah, that's.
Little of this, little of that.
Hmm.
He outlived his purpose.
And by the way,
He shouldn't have taught me all of his secrets so soon.
oh, and by the way,
Oh, he's standing right about here, by the way.
great.
Yeah, so you ran his chocolate factory into the ground, then I'm sure he's real happy at his desk, though.
Well,
You know.
And then imagine his jaw just comes down a little bit like he's smiling. Like,
you can also see that he's got scraggly hair, messed up teeth, like he's been living off of whatever candy is left. in
Wait,
this. He has
Charlie?
yes.
And then can I pull out his Oompa Loompa on Captain Walsh?
If you, I mean, you have to put your sword away.
Throw it at his feet.
Can I use detect thoughts on?
I switched back to sword.
Okay.
How exactly that work?
For the duration of I can read thoughts of a certain creature. If the chosen creature I chose has an intellect of 3 or less or doesn't speak any language, the creature is unaffected. Cast a spell and as your action on your turn until the spell ends, you can focus your mind on one creature. It doesn't say I have to make a save or
No.
roll, but
As long as he's got the intelligence, which he does.
okay.
So you go to detect his thoughts.
Can I say what I'm trying to detect, or I'm trying to see what he knows about Draken since he just mentioned that, and then also what ended up happening to Willy Wonka.
I didn't even gather that.
So you
Yes, I realized.
you focus your spell and you start to peer into his mind, and it's a little bit of a mixture of thoughts. His thoughts, it takes you a minute because like his mind's racing like a mile a minute. He's like almost like cracked out. But you're able to kind of disconcert.
Well, that's all from
With those teeth.
You're able to kind of push through what specifically you're looking for, and there's a mixture of thoughts and a little bit of pings of memory. You can see a quick flash of Draken coming through, like you all did, like through the one-way portal, meeting Charlie. You can't really hear anything, but you can see them conversing, and they seem to come to some sort of agreement. They shake hands. Then you see Draken pull out a very large, like green crystal, a lot of different points off of it, and he uses that as a focus, and he disappears like into a portal of zone that he made, seeming to be focused through this crystal. Then it flashes farther back in time, and you can see a younger Charlie, not quite so messed up, next to Willie, and they're in the inventing room, and they're kind of going over. You can't hear anything, but you see Willie kind of point into one of the vats, and Charlie's like writing it down, and then he looks and he's thumbing through, and then just almost like it was just like spur of the moment, he just pushes him into the vat, and you just watch him slowly sink down, and then by that point he forces you out of his mind.
Alright.
Naughty, naughty.
You're saying naughty. You're the one that just killed him.
Have to have some fun here and there, Charlie.
Oh, I'm all about fun.
Oh, we'll see about
I'm sure
that.
you do. Why don't we
Can
have
I
some
kinda
fun?
Can I try to run up at him and swing at him?
You want to try to make a sneak attack?
Yes. I mean, isn't the room like fairly dark?
No, it's a brightly lit office, but like you can try to surprise attack him.
Yeah. I'll walk up, try to like.
No,
be
you
like,
wouldn't.
You have to
You
run.
would have to try to run at him. So
Oh.
give me an athletics check, and he's gonna make one as well.
14 athletics. Oh, plus 3. 14, 16, 17.
17 versus his 21.
Ah!
So you come rushing at him with your sword, and he just deflects it with his cane, and that'll be an initiative now because now he knows y'all are serious. And you guys are still kind of bunched over here.
Well, that's what
At
he
the side
gets
of
for
the room,
trying to
if
kill
you-
Wonka. Oh, I'm gonna play Pikachu.
He didn't try, he did.
I'm gonna play Pikachu.
Well, we're already rolling initiative. That's going to be your first action.
Okay, you get 2 actions per your turn.
He gets 2 attacks.
Oh, 2 attacks. Not 2 actions.
13. 13. Not good.
A 13's not good. Try a 4.
I said frickin'.
Yeah, you watch your language.
Sorry, I didn't finish that.
Every
Jack?
time I stub my shoe, my toe.
Jack?
6. 10. I mean 13.
13 total?
Yes.
Less than 2.
Griffin?
13.
Medusa?
22.
And Kairos? 4. 4?
Slow playing today.
Not very initiative today.
No. I don't need to take the initiative. I already did my detect thoughts. I took an early initiative.
So, what did you see?
You can use a free action to talk once we're like,
Yeah.
or you can wait till we're done and we're all, you know.
I would probably wait till you're done.
Okay.
I feel like we're just in the middle of battle now.
Yeah, a little
We'll
bit.
have time
Yeah, it's a
to-
little.
to
Yeah, it's not.
chat with you.
It's a little late for that, Sonny.
Someone tried to charge him.
I don't like him. He's not a. I hate this kid.
Fair enough.
Like,
How was the
like
kid
you're
he was
not gonna
anymore?
kill Willy Wonka and get away with it. We're gonna defeat you.
Yeah, so far.
We still gotta find out what the portal stone goes.
Yeah, found
Did
it.
we find the portals?
No.
Well, actually, technically, yes.
No, you haven't.
Yeah, we still have that other one.
You
Might
have
not work
Loki's
against
dice, but if it doesn't fit in the portal that you find, it's not the right one, which you
Alright.
haven't
I
found.
remember we
That.
had the key card, but and that fit, but that was different. Each portal seems to have its own fit.
This is ridiculous.
Okay, Rose is up first, then Medusa, Griffin, Flapjack, Charlie, Kainos, Pikachu, because I know you said you were going to take your first one to call him, so I just added it to the bottom. So Rose is up first,
And then I get to attack once because I have my extra
right
attack.
there. No,
Yeah, that's my whole action.
that your action is to call him. Can I see that actually, please?
Do you know what need a page?
52. Thank you.
I'm assuming you want to see the new Guardians.
No, it's not out yet.
Okay, so
Did you ever watch that Christmas special?
Yeah,
Target
it's
must
like
make a con saving throw. On a failed save, the target takes 1d6 cold damage. It's 2d6s because I'm level 5. And has disadvantage on his next weapon attack roll it makes before the end of its next turn. So it needs to make a con saving throw against my spell save, which is 15. So it needs to make a 15 con save.
There's an extra dice.
Thank you. That one. So he fails that, so he's going to take 2d6, and we're going to double it because it was a. So 5, 10. So slide that back over. So Rosemary comes up, kind of pulls a U, gets a little bit of frost magic on him, fires a frostbite at him, freezes him for just a brief second. And then he pops out, so he now has disadvantage on his next attack save, whether that be a melee attack or a spell attack. Disadvantage on. Medusa's next.
well, I couldn't direct her, so
I'll let.
she'll bite.
All right. So roll her attack, please.
Yep. 15.
15. That is going to fail. So she tries to bite him, and he just kind of smacks off to the side with the cane.
We
You're
gotta
up.
get that cane from him. He's probably got a sword in there.
Attack him next time, Medusa.
Get the cane now.
And
We gotta get that. Wait, hold on. Can we huddle up really quick? Like the rest of us that are in that
You
little
can
area?
use a free action to talk. You guys are all close enough.
Okay, guys. I think we need to get the cane. Because that's what he's gonna attack us with.
Might be. I have some spells I might want to try on though from afar. I'm not the biggest close up kind of person.
I'll try to get his cane though.
I like the idea.
While you're looking at that, my turn to use brush.
No, I'm good.
Actually, Tyler, you might be able to grab the cane.
I might be able to. Yeah.
Because how far is the commitment?
15 foot. I can move closer. Move up.
15. So yeah, about there would work. So you can grab the cane and yank it from
What are
him.
you doing?
flying bee.
Flying bee.
First time of the game. Well, first time of this whole session. Goodness.
Yeah, I need one more. Either way, she takes half.
How many more you need?
Oh, I need one more.
Oh, you need more.
Oh, you already grabbed mine.
Okay.
Yeah,
I
sure.
realized that.
So what are we doing?
Flying bee.
Flying V. All right.
Flying bee.
So DC 15 dex save.
Oh god.
15. 13 plus 2.
So he still takes half.
Alright.
He takes half the ghost ducks.
I'll take half.
Well, you got a
Say
lot
I
of
see
my
a 4.
dice. 8.
10, 12. So
So
6.
So you conjure your flying V of spectral ducks and launch them at him. And some of them do miss. He's able to bat them away a little bit, but he catches a couple. He takes 6 damage.
Aha, how you like that, buddy?
Flapjack.
Um,
And you said you're going to have him do
oh,
spike him.
Pikachu's out. Pikachu,
So
come
you
out.
use your, okay, so Pikachu pops up next to you. So that's your action. You can still move. And you have your free action of talking.
Guys, I still think we should try the cane.
Okay.
Wait, is it made of metal?
You're not sure?
I'm not sure.
Well, Pikachu, on your turn, thunderbolt the cane.
Ooh.
Because if it's made of metal, it should electrocute.
I see where you're going with that.
Good
Alright.
idea.
So you can still move, or are you just going to hang back?
I'll stay back here.
Alright. So it's Charlie's turn.
It's maybe a little more difficult for Pikachu to do because he just launches it. It's going to be really hard for him to hit the cane.
Okay,
But even
so-
if it hits him, it'll work.
So, everybody that's out needs to make a 15 deck save.
Oh. Well, I didn't do it. Oh, Pikachu made a 14. I didn't.
We
I
both
15.
rolled a nat 20.
Oh,
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
I got a 5. Pikachu got a 15.
Got a 10.
Okay, so
Wow.
Pikachu, Medusa, and Griffin are going to take half damage. Everybody else is going to take full damage. He taps the cane on the floor, sends out a radius of just like you see, like almost like a ripple of energy just come off the floor, and it is 4d6s. So I need 3 d6s, please.
Oh, wait, D6.
Thank you. 6, 8, 9, 14. So whoever failed takes 14. Whoever
Oh.
passed takes 7.
Okay, well, 42.
I'm down to 18 health.
42 minus, what was it?
14.
14. So you will take 14. Pikachu will take 7.
Oh, great, about 28.
I cannot believe we both rolled that.
That's awesome.
Awesome.
Just wait till he's.
Yep.
You got your health and his.
Oh, Pikachu's fine. He got 15.
You
He takes half damage. He takes
Oh, that's
7 of
right.
that. So you do your 14, and then he takes 7. And then it's Kaimos' turn after. So while he's doing that, you're up.
Alright, I want to move
4.
up here,
Okay.
use my Go-Go Gadget tentacle
Gotcha.
as a bonus action.
And it's
Or is it
hasn't
you-
been quite 10 minutes yet, so you're about to run out. You have however many of the meteors are still floating around you.
Okay,
I'd
so
say
that
for
goes-
one more turn, and
Okay.
then that 10 minutes will be
Okay.
up. Because you did just go from one room straight into the
Yeah.
other, and so I'll give you one this at the end of this round. They will disappear, whichever
Yeah,
one you don't
okay.
use.
Oh, whichever meteor.
Whichever meteors you don't use, they're
Yeah.
done after. Because
He hasn't used magic crystal yet. That'll work.
you said that a couple of times. Yes, Jack. We know.
Okay.
Let him do what he wants
So
to do.
I am going to Go-Go Gadget tentacle first.
Okay.
So that is a
16 con and deck save. No, for him, he has to make a 16. Is it deck save?
yes,
With the tentacles?
16. Yeah.
16 deck save.
Yeah, you don't want
I don't have to roll. Okay.
No, he has to make the save.
No, I make a melee attack roll
Oh, okay.
to see if I hit.
Okay.
If I hit, then he's
Then he
damaged
has-
to escape is a DC 16. Dex.
Got it. Okay. Gotcha.
So plus 9, so 24.
Yeah, you got it.
Okay.
So he's now grappled.
Instead of 46. Sorry, my 60 yet.
Oh, I was just
Where'd you pass on that?
And I still
10,
need
19.
mine.
Well, we might need it again. Well,
So 19 damage.
19 damage and he's grappled.
Here, I'll give
And
you
he's
two
grappled.
shoes. I'll give you
Hold on, I'll
two
put
shoes,
you
that
down.
one's-
We always have a crocodile one that's kind of extra.
Then I am going to use 2 of the meteors.
Okay.
And they explode within a 5-foot impact and make a dex save against my spell save. So 15.
15 dex.
Within 5 feet.
Yeah, I'll take my other sorcerer. Another sorcerer can't save.
Save Medusa?
Yeah.
Okay, so you use a sorcery point, so she automatically makes hers. He failed his.
Okay, so then he takes a 2d6 per
So 4
meteor. Yeah. So that one gives him a 9, and then add that with a 5, so 14 total. Then I'm gonna actually take my action since those were all bonus actions, and I'm gonna lightning bolt.
Okay.
So, and it's a 5-foot line of lightning.
Yep.
So it's gonna blast this way.
Yep.
And they must make a dex saving throw
Against your 15.
against my 15.
9.
Okay, so he didn't save.
Nope.
Okay, so I'm gonna need some more d6s. I need 8 d6.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, that's it. Okay, so 6, 9, 10, what's this, 10, 26.
So, your combination of grabbing a hold of him with the tentacles, shooting some meteors at him, and then lightning. How do you want to do this?
So he just ends up getting just ravaged by everything. He's shocked by the tentacles grabbing him, kind of choking him a little bit, holding all like his arms and stuff there. He can't move. Then he gets just blasted by this whole fireball of meteors, and then just singes with this line of that just are at one after another.
So you launch your tentacles at him, grab a hold of him, one wraps around his neck, kind of hold him up like that. The meteors that you had left over, just as they're starting to fade, you don't want to lose them. So you lob 2 of them at him, and as you lob 2 of them at him, you fire off a lightning bolt that wraps around the meteors, and just one solid boom, and giant explosion, just like the last room, and when it comes back, there's a smoking corpse laying on the ground. Congratulations.
And how do wait, is his king still alive?
So his cane is laying on the ground. The top part, the bonbon part, has broken off from the force of the impact. So you've got the cane laying there, bonbon kind of rolled over to the side. You gain 400 in real gold,
Okay.
and you're able to find.
Oh, the king's I told you you'd pay, buddy.
Find
What'd
that
you get?
and that.
Okay.
These are just extra
Alright. Alright, I am gonna give 100 gold to everyone. This is the first real gold we've really gotten.
Oh, can I give that
I feel like we've helped.
Well, what? There's no point in giving
I
it.
feel like we've helped out each other at different points
A
throughout
little
this.
bit, yeah. I mean, for the most part, it's kind of been a kindness kind of night. But
Tonight,
I'll take
tonight, but I feel like the whole session.
Hey, I did take out a
The whole
bunch of
session
stuff
true.
with squirrels with the
Yeah.
timer.
Rosemary blasted a couple into pieces, and you've taken out some stuff. And
That
I
final
took
room may
his
have been a
arm, too.
kindness party, but
to be fair, Rosemary took out the shrinky machine.
yes.
All right, so you get 100 gold. You got 100 gold, 100, and then you got.
Then I did get a candy necklace.
Yep.
13.
You take. I mean, your arcane knowledge. You just kind of like. You
Yeah.
don't need to really attune to it. You understand what it is. It's
I
French fried on the ground.
I think I have like the most gold out of everybody.
I have a lot.
400. Wait, 4,100.
Nice.
4,000. Goodness. I don't need to give you gold ever.
So while you're reading that and doing that, I'm at 18 health. So
I'm at 28. I'm gonna heal.
I'm
Well,
gonna use.
yeah, I'll just take a long
Instead
rest.
of my hit dice, well, you're not taking one. You can't take one right now.
Well, whenever we chill out a little bit, I'll take one.
4, 10. So there's 2 of the big health potions. That's what he picked
I
up.
have,
Oh, darn
I have
it.
the cane.
Well, can I take the top?
You can do a investigation check to find where it rolled.
Can I? I'm gonna investigate his body a little bit and see
Oh.
how his hands look.
Okay.
She's probably gonna take him.
There's a hand scanner. You
Yeah,
think my
I-
hand's gonna work?
True. I didn't think about that.
What am I supposed to do?
Investigation.
I chop his hand off.
So that, if you
I
read
know.
the green, requires attunement. So it's like her moon sickle.
Okay.
So basically, you just have to have it on you, and during the course of a short rest, you will attune to it, and then once you do, you can actually use it.
Okay.
I have 13. Pikachu has 10. He's gonna help me look.
Well, I was gonna be the one that uses them.
Yep. It's only for sorcerers, wizards, and warlocks. You got what?
13.
13, and Pikachu got what?
10.
So you're able to, you kind of saw where it went, so you're able to look underneath the desk and you find it. As you pick it up, your amulet starts to go off, and it begins to do that familiar glow, vibrating thing. So the bonbon topper to the cane is your portal stone.
Guys, look what I found.
Is it a portal stone?
Yep.
Nice. I'm
So
gonna.
write down bonbon portal stone. That just sounds fun.
Got a 5.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, I just put it right here 'cause I haven't.
I mean, you walk up to him, you will use your passive perception, because you're just looking at a dead body. So you look, and he's pretty charred. Got some holes in him thanks to somebody's bombardment. His hands are mostly intact, though.
Man, cut a little overkill.
Yeah, I'm gonna cut off one.
I figured you were going to.
Do I what? Just
Just
strength?
lob off the hand.
Okay, just lob it off.
Use an athletics check, I guess, if you want. See how quickly and easily you're able to do it.
Are you 127 hour in it, where you gotta like slowly solve through it, or?
18.
What do you use?
Alright.
I use the musical.
All right, so you take it, and it's got the sharpest, kind of like cleanest blade to it, and just take his hand off. So you have a Charlie hand.
Okay, I have a Charlie hand that I'm gonna put on this hand sensor.
Okay, so
He's
you
probably
walk.
gonna keep that.
Whatever you do with it is your choice.
I mean,
So
that's
you
what
walk
I want.
over to the back end of the room where you saw it. And you stick his hand on the panel. Thankfully, there's enough. It's warm enough still that it's able to biometrically read it. And a panel next to it, and the wall slides open, and you see a slide that goes down like a tube slide, like a little kid playground tube slide.
Oh wait, is it open on the top, or is it fully enclosed tube?
It opens up, and it's a tube slide in the wall.
And it's
I hope
dark?
I can fit.
Essentially, yeah.
This is Griffin, not Jessica.
Oh, I had no idea.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Can you leave the hand here?
Yeah.
You have an arm. What are you complaining about her hand?
What are we gonna do? Does that arm have a hand? Because what are we gonna start? A monster? A Frankenstein's
You can-
monster?
Well,
Patty cake with
I was
him?
a warlock.
no, I don't want to bring a burnt Charlie.
High five!
You got it lobbed off.
It
Who's the hand?
His isn't burnt.
The hand isn't really burnt. Maybe
It
singed. The rest of his body.
Okay,
What are you?
I'm
You want to put it in your bag and hold it?
No, I'm gonna throw the hand.
Alright.
Thank
I really
you.
don't want to. I don't want to carry a body part around.
In the room or down the
Well,
slide?
it might be worth something.
Do you want to throw it down the slide, see what
What
it
type
sounds
of
like all the way
question
down?
is that?
No, I'm not.
Did
Yeah.
you write the
Yeah.
portal stone? Okay.
Yeah.
Alright,
Well, we don't see anything
Can I-
that looks like a portal.
can I do a perception check to see if anything looks like a portal or anything else?
Yeah,
I'm
same.
missing?
Yeah, I will.
Well, I only got 3 on my perception, so no.
I have a 17.
Okay, better. Someone can.
I almost got a 20. And landed like right on
18.
here. I got a 14.
So you all are looking around. Nobody sees, including Rosemary, doesn't see anything that would look like the typical design of a portal. Office wasn't terribly biggish, so between
Yeah.
the macabre wall of fame over here and the desk, and now the charred body on the floor, and now there's the slide. There's really nothing else.
Guys, I feel really bad for these poor souls that are being barely kept alive.
Yeah, I want to cut down the wires.
Aren't they in tubes?
So it's basically like almost like a display case in the wall.
No.
And they're all in their own little like capsules, and then they're each, like Augustus is stuck in the pipe, so
Yeah.
that chunk of pipe is in that
Oh, okay.
pod, and then like Blueberry Girls
Yeah.
in like a case. They're all in like their own individual cases, and they're all hooked up. And then to the side of all the cases is the screens that have their life supports on them.
Okay, I'm gonna go play with the screens and see if there's anything.
Is it? Yeah, cause I was gonna do the same thing. Is there a way that I can try and either use
History check.
history or something to see
I
if I
History
can?
check.
I will. Just in case.
Nope. I'm not rolling well now.
No, I only have
That's
9.
7.
3,
See if there was a way to turn off the.
I got a plus 1 on that, so 14.
14?
Yep.
16. So you all come up and you're kind of looking at it, not really sure what to do. Rosemary's just like aside. She just starts pushing buttons, and then after she pushes a couple of buttons, you hear like a clicking noise, and then you just hear the doot 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 nee, and they all flatline.
Okay.
Rosemary!
No, that's what we wanted to
No, I
do.
was
Oh.
good. I wanted to kind of
What
put
was
them out
it?
of misery.
What
and
was
just,
it? I'm gonna break the
barely
screen.
staying
I'm
alive.
gonna break that little screen. Are you guys done with the screen?
Yeah.
I'm done with it. Yeah.
Strength check.
Shit.
Strength check.
I just wanna cut it in half.
Strength check.
7.
Plus.
3 plus 3. 10.
So you hit it with your sword, and it cracks the screen, and it splinters and shatters, and it's pretty much unusable.
Just so that way, if anybody does come here after us,
They can't bring it back.
Fair enough.
Fair enough.
it'll probably turn them into zombies.
All right.
I mean, she.
Who's going down the
technically
slide?
could
I
do
think
that.
this slide looks pretty fun.
Pikachu
Harkens back to my
in the
days
wall.
being homeless in the
I'm gonna
in
put
the
Pikachu back in the wall.
slums of the one city I was in. So sliding from rooftops down gutters.
Nice. Parkour.
Okay, I'm
Sure,
going
go
first.
first.
So you're going first.
I'll go last.
So you down the slide and down into the darkness.
Are you guys waiting for me to call back up?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
You make it down there.
I don't get how Medusa's
You come
gonna
out.
fit.
and you land solid metal floor.
Ouch.
There's bubbles coming up out of the floor. It's a big round circular room, stainless steel.
Yeah.
There's some
Oh.
shelves and desks full of like different bottles. None of them
Oh,
are really labeled.
no,
The bubbles
man.
come up to the very top, and there's a big fan.
Forget
Sorry.
this, I'm going down.
All right. Well, I mean it's a metal floor. It'll hit a little bit when you land, but you're fine. You don't doesn't hurt that bad.
I'm squishy.
Very
so that
faintly,
than that,
you hear that
It's
echoing.
just bubbly down here.
You hear that echoing
Wait,
like
bubbly?
up the.
I jumped down head first. I just go down head first.
Okay.
Come on,
Rosemary
Lisa.
drops and she slides down after.
Yeah, I don't get how I
Like
don't
the
get,
Goonies.
I don't get how Medusa's gonna fit.
It's decent.
It's not
If
that
it
big.
fit you guys, if it fit them, it'll fit her. She's like the size of a normal dog, like basically the size of Griffin.
Oh,
So, just kind of belly flop
The
down.
dog Griffin.
Griffin the dog.
Griffin the dog, yes.
Screw it.
So everybody lands.
ouch.
Everybody sees what Kaimos already saw. It's stainless steel floor. This room, compared to everything else, is in like immaculate cleanliness. It's clean. Bubbles are coming up out of the floor. They're thick at the bottom, and then as they come up, they kind of spread out. So with you being shorter, it's harder for you to see because they're more concentrated in yours. Same thing with Rosemary. She kind of has to fly up about eye level with you guys to not be like completely encased in all these bubbles and
Can
stuff.
somebody please lift me up?
You have a table in front of you with some bottles. Some of them are empty. Some of them have liquid in them. None of them are marked. Shelves, same thing. They're shelves with the same kind of bottles and stuff. As you look up, you can see a giant spinning fan in the ceiling that's kind of drawing all these bubbles up. So that's what you can passively see.
Can I go grab a bunch of the bottles? Like one of the full ones? A bunch of them?
You can give me.
At least 2.
Okay, if you want to go grab them. Okay, so perception.
That's plus 2, so 19.
19. So you pick up 2 again. They don't have labels on them, and there's like a brown, like sloshy liquid inside. Almost looks like soda. Anybody else want to look around?
I'm trying to remember
I
the name
wanna-
of this room.
Right.
I'm gonna go check out the shelves, like investigate further, just to see. Maybe use an arcane check, arcana,
Okay.
14.
I'm not sure what's
You see You go over to the one shelf, look at it again. None of the bottles have labels. They're that same kind of brown, sloshy liquid. Some of them are empty. You notice that the liquid inside, there's a couple, like, they're all brown, but the shades of brown are slightly different in some of them. And you can tell that all of them have some sort of alteration enchantment to them, but not sure what.
Oh, that's what this room is called. The fizzy lifting room. There we go.
I wanted to kind of do like a perception, see if there's anything that looks more like our portal, even if it's up high.
I'm gonna
try
do
to
that
see
too.
farther.
Okay. I think I have enough
14.
bottles.
14.
Total?
Yeah.
So you're looking around, you look up and kind of through the fan, you think you might see something up on the ceiling on the other side of the fan, but you can't be too sure. It's about a good 70, 80 feet up.
Yeah.
Wait.
I'm gonna look around for any switches.
Okay.
See if there's any switches to turn the fan off.
I'm gonna grab one more bottle that's empty.
An empty bottle?
Yeah.
Okay, so you can
Just
just grab
that
it.
way, like, I can grab it and
You can grab an empty bottle. So
get like a sample.
okay, so the two that you picked up, did you actually take them or did you just pick them up and look at them?
I picked them up and I'm gonna put them in the bag.
You're gonna put them in your bag, so
Yeah.
we'll say 2 brown potions for now, unless you want somebody to take a look at them.
Could you take a
Arcane
look at
check
these?
them.
I can arcane check them.
I can try.
I got
take them.
a 15.
What was yours for again?
Looking for switches, anything.
So you see a panel on the one wall that does have a couple of switches. None of them are labeled, so you're not quite sure what they might do.
I only got a 9.
You can tell pretty much the same as her. They've got some sort of alteration magic to them, but you're not quite sure what they do.
There's some sort of magic to them, but I'm not sure what.
I'm gonna go to the panel.
Okay, I'm
Okay.
gonna put one back and I'm just gonna grab that empty one and keep one.
So you put an
Shove
empty
them in
one,
my
put
bag.
an empty bottle, and then a brown potion in your inventory, and you're going.
I'm going to the panel. How many switches were there?
3.
3. Okay, cool. I'm gonna
Do you want me to come
switch.
look over any panels?
Or rosemary.
Sure. Hey guys, look, I found some switches. Maybe it turns some stuff off. I was just gonna flip them.
Solid.
Hope for the best.
Yeah, history.
Nat 20.
Okay.
Oh.
History.
10.
13. So you're not quite sure which one might be which. You might not. We're not sure which ones are which. You go to start flipping them. You grab her hand. You're
Okay.
like, let's think this through. And you look. You see that there's 3. And you're able to click one, and the bubbles stop coming up out of the floor,
Okay.
and they start seeping up through. You got 2 more. You want to flip another one?
Yeah, I'll flip another one.
You flip another one, and water starts to come up out of the floor.
Oh my god,
Starts to
flip
slowly fill up the room.
it. Flip it back
Okay.
down. Flip it back down.
Can you reflip it?
Athletics check.
Oh no.
10.
As you try to, it breaks off,
Oh no.
and it's now stuck in the open position.
Wait, then
Can I
that
flip
only
the
means the
third one
last
around?
one has to turn the fan off.
Another athletic.
Can I like
Yep.
kind of swing over there?
Yeah, because now you're worried about the water. You're kind of distracted.
Nope.
Well, I'm gonna try too.
I'm gonna run over there and try. Guys, I'm here. Oh, what's happening? I'm gonna see if I can fix it. And that's
15.
Doesn't help. That doesn't help. So 6 plus
15.
Jack.
I got 6.
You're getting
Athletics
salty
is up
at this
here.
point.
Yeah.
That's why I'm trying to do that. Athletics plus 3, so 17. 9.
All right. So you're able to click that last one, and the fan stops.
Okay.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah.
However,
They're still filling
the
water.
water is still rising up.
Oh,
So
no.
about this point, it's up to about here on you. So it's about here on you guys, and I'm
Guys!
floating as much as I can.
I'm gonna drown.
Okay.
So we're gonna do it's every round. It's gonna keep rising.
Wait, can we just wait for it to rise and then we can
Condos,
slip
can you
through the
pick up
fan?
flapjack? I'm gonna go look at these
Please.
bottles.
Do I still have
I
my
have
mantle?
some. I have some.
Hmm?
What do I have on?
You haven't I mean,
have one.
you haven't put it away, so
Okay.
it's still technically out.
Because that gives me a 30-foot swim.
Okay.
So would I be able to swim as this
Once
goes up?
as it's going up, you'll be able to like start treading water. And
Okay.
I
So
can't.
you have a 30-foot swim. I don't have any swim speed.
I don't either.
Typically, your swim speed's like 10 feet, like
Okay.
basic.
I don't have any.
Well, you would have like a 10-foot swim
Do you want to drink some of your
Do you want to drink some
bottles?
of that liquid and see what it does?
Sure.
Do you want one of us to do it?
I'll try it.
You sure?
Because now that the fan stopped, I
Okay.
think we should be good.
Yeah, but we don't know what these bottles do.
Okay. I drink a little bit. I feel fine.
And we'll see.
Great.
3. Nice. So you take a little bit. You don't feel anything at first. Then you start getting this like bubble gut feeling, and you start floating in air. You drank a fizzy lifting potion.
Guys, do it.
Yeah, but
Well,
we don't.
no, first. Swim. Wait, am I like under the fan?
Not yet. You're slowly floating up. Like it's about 80 feet up.
No, am I
The
like
water
under
is
the
now
area of it? Like, am I like in this little range?
We're all kind of in the
You're.
range.
It's a big round room.
Ah.
Remember from the movie?
Yeah.
It takes up the whole ceiling.
Oh.
So pretty much everybody is going. The water is slowly rising that way.
Okay, I drop it. I drop one to you, and then I take. And then
Well, you drank
pass
all
it.
the one that you
Uh,
had.
Guys, grab one. We can float all the way up.
We still don't know what it does. You have.
By this point, it's up to you guys' like chest. It's you would be underwater if you weren't slowly, and you're rising up kind of like you're just over the water. You're floating kind of like so you're not under the water, but it's not like you're shooting up to the sky. It's
Oh no.
kind of leveling up.
Guys, toss me another one.
Well, no, you're fine. You're
Oh.
floating up. You're above the water, but the
No,
water
I'll
is
put it in my bag.
well. They're all underwater now.
Oh,
By this
great.
point, all the shelves and everything. So whatever you guys have grabbed is what you guys have
Yeah,
grabbed.
so I don't have any. You
You
have,
have one random potion.
Oh, great. Technically, I have an empty bottle. Is it? Wait, is like the potion in the water, kind of?
They're floating. The other bottles are like kind of floating or down at the bottom. Like they
Oh,
like
I
sunk to-
thought they were like broken open now.
No,
No.
there was empty bottles that are kind of floating around because they're empty. They have no weight. But all the ones that had potions in them have kind of like sunk to the bottom.
Ah, come on. Well, they can technically grab me.
By this
Well,
point,
You can swim.
by this point, the water's about to go up over your heads. So let's think quick here.
Can I?
Rosemary's kind of fluttering next to him.
Yeah.
'Cause you can
So
swim.
I want to
Huh?
use some of my swim, kind of dive down and grab 2 of the potions.
Oh.
Okay.
So my swim speed like a 5
I
foot
have
down, 5 foot back up.
Medusa.
It's
Yeah,
gonna
she's
be
gonna
up
need
to
some.
here. So she's kind of doggy paddling next to you. 30 feet.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be enough to go down and get up.
Okay.
Because you're underwater, you're gonna need to make an athletics check to be able to grab them. Because you're using the tentacles
Yeah.
to swim, you need to physically.
Yeah. Nope. Only 3.
So you reach out for one and you just kind of like go at it. Now that you're underwater, you can breathe underwater for as many minutes as your Constitution modifier.
Okay.
So how many?
4 minutes.
So you got 4 minutes underwater before you need to take a breath. So we'll come back to you in a second.
Okay.
I have a potion in my hand that he drops to me.
Okay.
So I'm going to give it to Medusa.
Are you gonna like have her drink it?
Yes.
I don't know how well that's gonna work. It's probably gonna fall through her ribcage. Because that's what happened with my ribcage.
So you give her the potion, and a cloud forms above her head and starts raining chocolate on her. It was a chocolate
Oh,
potion.
great.
Like I said, they were slightly different colors
Yeah.
of brown, slightly
That's
different,
great. Wait, hold on. What was the shade that I drank?
a lighter brown.
Guys, try to look for lighter brown ones.
Can you?
It's now over your head. What's your con modifier? It's also over Medusa's head. Thankfully, being an undead skeleton, she don't breathe.
So
She's
she's fine.
just sitting
So
there.
she's
Alright.
kind of doggy paddling. So you have
Alright.
3 minutes underwater. You're up to 3 minutes. It's been about a minute. So,
Alright, I'll try and grab again.
all right, go ahead. And then I would say after this one, it's going to be at the point where the water's
The
too
water's-
high to where you're going to need
okay.
to get back
Yeah.
up.
Nope, only 5.
You're able to grab one.
Oh.
You don't know what it is, but you
Okay.
blindly swipe, and are you
I'll start
swiping
heading
and
back
starting
up.
to head
Yeah.
back up? You're still at the top. You're just barely above water, and we're about 15, 20 feet up in the room now.
You gotta grab one of those lighter potions.
While you guys are thinking what you're doing, Rosemary's going to make, since she's just kind of floating next to him, do you want to do a perception check with me
Yeah.
now that we're a little higher up?
See if like we can see what's on the other side of that fan. I got a 4. Perception.
16, 17.
Plus 2. So 4, 6.
6? So, as you're floating up, so Rosemary's able to look up and she can see through the fan. In the ceiling is that familiar archway with a nice round keystone up top.
I still got it.
Well, you don't know yet
No, he does.
until Rosemary
Oh
tells you.
yeah.
So as you guys are popping out of the water, she's focusing on floating, keeping herself above water. She just kind of calls to everybody, "Hey,
Yeah.
up through there, look,
Oh.
there it is. We just got to get up there."
So we'll get
Wait,
there
I still have
eventually.
it. I still have it.
Good.
Good.
Well, I'm gonna wild shape into a seagull.
Okay.
She could technically turn into a crocodile.
I could, but
Then we're in danger. She's cropped up.
All right.
No, I'm in
so
control of myself.
you're treading water,
Yep.
floating it up.
and Medusa can't breathe, so she's fine anyway.
She's treading water up. So you guys slowly tread water, work your way up. As you get about halfway up the room, water starts pouring in from where the fan is. So now it's coming up and it's pouring down
Oh.
in. So the force of this knocks everybody underwater, even you.
No.
So it's rising faster. So I've only got a minute to breathe. What's your constitution modifier?
1.
So you got a minute.
Three.
You're 4, you're 3.
Wait, hold on. If I can like swim up fast enough.
Everybody's trying to swim. A minute goes by. 2 of us run out of air. So now, make a con save.
Great. Natural 20.
So you're able to hold your breath for longer. Rosemary, she's got them tiny lungs, so she can't hold it anymore. She exhales and then kind of like involuntarily, she breathes in and realizes she can breathe perfectly fine. So does everybody else want to try? Okay, so you try to take a breath and you can breathe underwater. Whatever this water is, you're able to breathe underwater.
Wow.
It must be trick water.
Same thing with you two.
I'm gonna try to
Alright,
breathe.
I'll try and breathe.
Perfectly fine.
Wow. We be stressing over nothing.
You're welcome.
Well, hey, wait. Since I can breathe underwater, can I try to swim back down and grab
If you
the
want.
lighter ground ones?
Go for it. You have to give me a investigation with disadvantage because it's water.
You're
Still
pancake.
you're a pancake. You're weirded out by the fact that you got a lot going on. You're weirded out by the fact that you can breathe underwater, and technically you still have that fizzy lifting drink. So you swim down and it starts to bring you back up.
That's
So you
true.
gotta
Well, I'll
play
just
the
go
buoyancy.
back up. I'll just
All right.
go back up. Okay. Guys, I'm gonna put it in the smoke and make it around one second.
You're all blub 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 blub. And it's muffled blubby.
Mhm.
So you swim up through the fan, pop it in, and it starts lighting up. So everybody kind of gets up, starts to go up through. As everybody passes through the fan, it kicks back on and starts whirring. Everybody just barely makes it through
Oh no!
before the fan kicks back on because you broke the lever.
Oh, that's true.
So the portal's open. You guys are kind of floating there, right? You're in between the ceiling and the fan, and the portal's open.
Alright,
Alright, I'm
going
going
through.
through the portal. I don't like being near the fan.
All right, everybody got follow. All right, so everybody's through, and that's where we'll end it.
Alright.
So Jack, if you could, you'll have to close that window there.